Oh man, another glorious Tuesday where we acknowledge that Code Lyoko fans deserve no rights in the world. Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that we back at it like a crack addict. What's going on, people? Can you all see me? Can you all hear me? What's happening, people? Test, mic check. How's everything sound, y'all? How's the audio coming in? How's the music? Is everything synced up perfectly? Please let your boy know before we get further on in the stream. But what's going on, people? What's up? What's happening? Let me just go ahead and drag the chat right. Oh, actually, I don't need to do that this time because your boy started early today and he did all those things beforehand. You see, it's the consistency of your boy Neo. It's the consistency of your boy Neo that your boy Neo loves. But what's going on, y'all? What's happening? The audio matching the visual, and it's all crispy. I appreciate that, John. Thank you, my brother. All right, yo. So let me go ahead and start off at the top. All right, so starting at the top, we got a comment from our boy NeoGameSpark. Flame pours the milk first before the cereal. Ain't that a damn shame, man? I mean, hey, listen, we all can't be winners in life. And Flame, yeah, oh, there's Flame over there, of course. Like a true pro, unlike some people. Well, that's some Florida logic if I've ever seen one in my life. But what's going on, Flame? Oh, we got David Biglod in the chat. We got B-Rex Media. Flame is a chaotic individual. Oh, yes, he's definitely an individual. Flame, if y'all didn't know this by now, Flame is most certainly one of the individuals of all time. Like, no questions asked. All right, we got JFam388. What's up, Jason? Finally blasted through Hogwarts Legacy. Oh, my God, you're getting your bigot on right now. Jesus Christ, did you not know that game? Let me stop. We got DIMWITMONKEY in the chat. What's up? I really like this reality where Neo remembers his password to stream consistently and only thinks of me when puts the stream. But hey, listen, man, a soul for a soul. You get Ask Neo streams, and then you also get Flame roastings. So it's kind of like a win-win. So I guess everyone wins in that situation. Let's see, going down the list. Who else we got here? We got JMac19. What up, Neo? Flame needs to chill. Oh, that's not the only thing Flame needs to do. We got Mr. Platink. Neo, I can't make it tonight, but you know my heart is there in spirit with you. Have a great stream, hot stuff. Mr. Platink, as always, man, I hope you're watching this on the playback. Appreciate you, my guy. Hope all's well with you. We got Ghost Fixter in the chat. What's up? DIMWITMONKEY said, BRB, y'all. I'm getting everybody here tacos. And by tacos, I mean tacos, not vagina. That's not the first thing that was on my mind, man. But hey, listen, you do you, player. You do you. Man, I'm about to get both tonight anyway. So yeah, we all winning here. And we got John the Don. You're another week, another Ask Neo. You'll love to see it. Oh, I appreciate you, my guy. Yeah. Cannot believe it's Tuesday again, y'all. It is Tuesday? What is this? I can't believe this. Malarkey. We got Miles B93 and Darth Magus in the chat. What's going on, gentlemen? Hope y'all's doing well. NKDN, what's up, my brother? We got Ultimate Power 01. I just finished last week's live yesterday. Happy Tuesday. Yes, sir, my guy. Appreciate the support, my brother. Getting used to watching these live again. I appreciate that, Fixter. It's good seeing you guys live. I'm seeing a lot of course, regulars, and I'm seeing a lot of folks that haven't been here in a while. So welcome, everybody. We got Julian Phoenix in the chat. We got CB, that guy. What's up, Neo? What are you playing these days? Have you beaten Hogwarts yet? Oh, so your boy Neo, over the past, I think I told you guys this, over like the past 2 to 3 weeks, I haven't really been doing too much gaming. Like outside of maybe Monday or Tuesday nights, because, you know, I like to spread my interests all around. So I've been doing a lot of reading as of late, and I've been working through my 4K movie backlog. But right before the stream, I was putting in, you know, a solid hour-and-a-half session on the OG Red Dead Redemption, backwards compatible on the Xbox Series consoles, and it's just, man, it's so fucking beautiful. So I'm going through that at the moment. Of course, working my way through Persona 5 Royal. That's currently my largest task right now, but that's a 200-hour game, and it's just, yeah, it's gonna take a hot minute. It's gonna take a hot minute, but I'm almost in July now, so I mean, hey, there's that. Let's see, and this is like my second time going through Royal. I started a playthrough of Royal on the PS4. I got to, I think, August, and then I was like, man, am I really gonna restart this on the Xbox for 4K and 60 frames? You best believe I'm gonna do that. Oh, this is why I don't really finish RPGs anymore. But like, there are many things wrong in my life, as you guys have come to know. In before somebody says Tales of Arise, but nah, fuck that shit. Let's see. So going down the list, who else we got in here? Oh yeah. So to answer your question, CB the guy. I'm still working through Hogwarts. I'm about halfway through it, but it's just there's some other things that are taking up my attention at the moment. We got Corey Gryffindor in the chat. What's up, Mayo Ito? How you doing? We got Long Live Kevin Samuels. Yes, sir. With a 199 super chat. Long live Lance Reddick. Yes, we're definitely going to spend a good amount of time talking about Lance Reddick, because as I'm sure most of y'all know, he unfortunately passed away over the past couple of days, and it's something that took all of us by surprise. It is crazy. I still can't believe it, man. Let's see. So we got the amazing CJB in the chat. Joe just said it's GameSpark in time. Rise up, Morb Nation. For we all morb everywhere on everything all at once. Yeah, you like what I did there. We got PS Rewind in the chat. We got Pierre the Gamer. We've been playing Destiny 2 in honor of Lance Reddick. Yeah, the tributes for that man going strong in Destiny. We got Naruto ST. What's up, my brother? We got PRF. Let's see who else is in here. We got Trapped in My Psych. What up? We got Ace Breaker, Black and Light 100. You look straight out the 90s. Yeah, man, I just got back, bro. We got this time machine working, and shit, man, we took some trips. What can I say? We got Wee Man on Wheels. What up, my boy? Always nice to see you doing well. As you, my brother, as you. It's always good to hear from you, my guy. Let's see, we got Andrew James, Kolioko Gang, rise up. JK, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, you better stop, because we're gonna stomp out the, listen, man, we might have to stomp out the Kolioko fandom into wine. That's all I'm saying. $2 super chat coming in from the homie Hibachi. What's up, Hibachi? And yeah, as I'm sure you guys see, I want to do something different for today's live stream, man. So I'm over here rocking my Zenitsu, my little Zenitsu robe and shit, man. I got this at Otakon last summer, but not only do I have a Zenitsu robe, hold up, I'm going full weeb mode tonight. Because, your boy's got to be extra like that. Your boy has got to be extra like that. Hold up. I'm getting changed off camera. Hold up. And I already know there's going to be some comments from some people about this particular robe. And I already know some of y'all going to get this shit wrong. But anyways, here's the second robe. Here's the second one. Ha-bam. Y'all should already know where this robe is from. Y'all should already know where this robe is from. You see, you can't really see it unless I stand up. But yeah, where's this shit from? I want to see the first comment that gets this. Let's see. Neo, aim the camera down a little more, you fucking freaks. Oh, man, let's see. I guarantee you some of y'all gonna get this wrong. Let's see. I want to see these comments. I want to see. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh. Guy Fieri. That's not too far off. I mean, shit. Damn. None of y'all got this shit yet? None of y'all got... Finally, we got Red Sage and Andrew James. Rengoku. This is Rengoku. I know some of y'all thought Minato... But this is fucking Rengoku, guys. Sheesh, come on, put some respect on my boy's name, though. But I guess the Zenitsu and the Tanjiro one are more identifiable, if you will. So I'm definitely gonna put this thing back on. Okay. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Yeah, that's my guy. Rengoku, that's my fucking guy, bro. Shit, they did him dirty. Oh, man. Oh, let's see. That Demon Slayer trash, blocked. Dominique Richardson, blocked. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see, who else we got in here? We got James Lewis. We got Pooh. What's up? Red Sage, how y'all doing? Dominique Richardson, unfortunately, hello to you too. Oh man, who else? We got Bryce Hag in the chat. What's up, Bryce? How you doing, my brother? Oh, we got a $5 super chat coming in from the homie Flame. Neo, we won. Now gamers can get down with a real Morbin time. But for real, how are you, bro? I just finished Bochi the Rock. Nice rockin' comedy to be. Oh, look at Flame with the puns. It's too early in the night for these puns, Flame. But you know what? I am going to allow that. But I'm doing well, man. I'm doing pretty damn swell. Your boy's been chilling. Your boy's just been working, living life, enjoying himself, enjoying time with the lady. Shit is just beautiful. Shit is just beautiful. Like, I don't know, man. Life is just fucking beautiful. Life is just really good right now. How's everybody doing? How have y'all been? It's of course, you know, it's been a whole week since we all congregated, since we all got together. How are things with you guys? How's school? How's work? How's family? How are you doing? How's your well-being? I want to hear about that down below, guys. What's something you're proud about, what you did in the past couple weeks? What's something you're working towards, one of your goals? What's something that, you know, like some small little accomplishment that you've achieved? It could be getting out of bed 5 minutes earlier. Comment down below and let me know while I do these shout outs real quick, and then we can start the show properly. We got 2003 Honda Civic. Yo, Neo, did you hear the Venom voice actor say the Spider-Man sequel might come out in September? Yeah, Tony Todd, my boy. We're going to talk about that. Let's see. We got Epsidon. We got Positive Gamer. Mexican Zoidburg. The new epilogue in Royal is fire. Yes. Yes, man. That's part of the reason why I need to haul ass and finish up that damn game, bro, because everyone's been talking about that shit for 3 years, and here I am just like, I've been ducking and dodging spoilers all this time, and nothing's got me. Oh, man. I guess I run in civilized circles. Oh, we got the homie Robbie Fox in the chat. Robbie Fox, my brother. Miss you every single day on Twitter, man. Hope you and the fam is doing well. What are your thoughts on Scream 6? No spoilers, though. We just saw it recently and it was very enjoyable. Yes, we're going to talk about Scream 6 as well. So we have Lance Reddick, we have Scream 6, we have Tony Todd. So those are 3 things. And again, remind me if I forget them throughout the course of the stream. Okay, let me just go ahead and shout out. Let's do the shout outs real quick. The big Sambroski, what is going on? Yo, what the fudge is going on with you, Sam? Hope all is well. We got Arturo Trevino. Good evening, Mr. NeoGameSpark. How are you doing today, sir? Aren't you playing the Diablo 4 beta game? No. Your boy was working all weekend, so I did not get a chance to try out Diablo 4, but according to everybody and their mama on Twitter, Diablo 4 is fire. So the 30 hours or so that I put into Diablo 3, I guess I can get excited about Diablo 4 knowing it's good. But did anyone else try out the Diablo 4 beta? Like, I'm that type of person where, like, I just wait for the games to come out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always miss the betas and the alphas when they go live. And then it's just like, oh, by the time I'm interested in it, it's fucking over, bro. It's game over, man. It's game over. All right. Let's see. Okay, so I think we're almost done with the shout outs. Oh, we got Gene Joseph in the chat. What's up? Hold on. We got Uchenna Obi. What's up, my brother? Dr. Apple Slices. What up? Let's see. Dylan Collins I said hello to. I think that is about to be everybody, unless someone walked in here and I forgot. No, I think that's everybody. I genuinely think that's everybody. Okay, so let me just go ahead and do the intro and we'll get back to business as usual. No, we got my boy John McKinney in the chat and we will get to your super chat right now, John McKinney. Hello, it is good to see you, my friend. But everybody, welcome to another fantastic and fabulous episode of Ask Neo. If y'all are tuning in for the very first time, hello, welcome to Ask Neo. It's my weekly Q&A series where you guys ask me questions and I try my best to answer them to the best of my ability. Sometimes it works out. Other times it takes 45 minutes to answer a simple question like, why is the world the world? We don't really have too much stuff to pimp outside of the video description, if I can draw y'all's attention to that. Down below in the video description are going to be the links to all of my social media outlets, from my Twitter to my Facebook to my Instagram page, our Patreon community, in addition to our Discord community, the Phantom Weirdos, where you guys can go and ask some funny questions or look at some pretty dope memes that people make of me, or, you know, occasionally people tag me in something Morbius related because, you know, Morbius is life. Morbius is love. You know how it is. And yeah, you guys, if you want to have your question answered with priority, super chats are a great way to do that. It gets your, like I said, your question pop up on screen, in addition to helping support the channel. As you can see, we already have a couple of things right here, which I'm going to get to. So we have one right before John McKinney coming in from Julian Phoenix, a $5 super chat. Hot take. So this is the spiciest of spicy takes, guys. Let's see how spicy it is. Hogwarts Legacy is a good action adventure game, but mid role playing game. I don't really think that's necessarily a hot take, though. I mean, I think the general consensus from what everyone at this point who's beaten the game, and, you know, I'm halfway through it, it's a solid experience, man. It doesn't do anything crazy different. You know, it's not trying to reinvent the RPG wheel. It's just a really solid Harry Potter experience that everyone's been looking forward to, and it didn't suck. Like that's the best thing you can give it. Is there room for improvement? Absolutely. There's a lot of things that they could take the core foundation, the framework, now that they've got it down, they can improve upon it with like a Hogwarts sequel. Which I think that could be fucking awesome. Could be amazing. And the way the sales are with the game, of course, they're definitely going to be working on a sequel. But yeah, you know, it's just one of those things that I'm glad it came out in the state that it did. I'm glad it came out as an actual good game versus a terrible game, because we've seen that happen with a lot of licensed titles. And to this day, I'm still kind of surprised that it came out fairly decent. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people play licensed games. They know what I'm talking about. But it's rare when we get really fucking good licensed games. Let's see, we got $4.99 coming in from the homie John McKinney. Do you consider the Punisher a hero or anti-hero? I'd say he's a hero. Keep in mind he kills criminals, not innocent people. So when it comes down to the whole hero versus anti-hero label, I feel like most of that comes down to marketing purposes, right? You know, and the way that we've seen anti-heroes portrayed in the media as of late, you know, when you see things like, for example, what Sony is doing with their cinematic universe of villain characters. Like, these are traditional anti-heroes, bunny ear quotation marks for folks who are listening to it as a podcast. But when you see the stuff that they're doing in it, nothing really gives off anti-hero type of vibes. You know, when you talk about heroes versus villains, the conversation, it all boils down to a matter of perspective. You know, no villain necessarily thinks that they are a bad guy, unless, you know, they're just like, I don't give a fuck about the world. I want to cause it pain, chaos, all of that stuff. Chaos. But when you have characters that are a little more nuanced, like Daredevil season 2 is a perfect example. When you have that conversation with both of them on the roof, and Daredevil is basically saying like, what you're doing is wrong. You are crazy. You don't see the good in people. And the Punisher is like, no, you're crazy because I see people for who they are. You see people for who you think they could be. And sometimes you need to see them for who they are. Not everyone deserves redemption. And I'm just thinking, and I'm looking at that like, you know what? My man's is right. Because sometimes, yeah, redemption is a thing. But other times, you gotta put some people in the dirt, bro. So, looking at Punisher, I would definitely say he's more of an anti-hero if you look at it by conventional standards. If you look at it compared to, like, what does a hero do? But to the same degree, the Punisher is gonna take care of business and stuff that a normal hero won't do. And that line of him saying, oh man, I'm gonna butcher it, but it was just, John Bernthal is so perfect in that role when he says, you said, you know, you put them in jail and then within 2 weeks they're back on the street doing the same goddamn thing. The difference between us is like, you beat them down, they get back up. I beat them down, they stay down. And I was just like, damn. If there's ever a situation where there's that guy in the meme who's pouring the wine, it's like, yeah, the villain, he's making a lot of sense. It was that thing, bro. It was that thing. Man, beautiful, beautiful conversation. But I will say this much. I would prefer my anti-heroes to be more defined as anti-heroes. Because the thing about the heroes is you have to be good, right? There is no room for gray when it comes to these things. You have to be good. You have to do those good things. But when you have an anti-hero, you kind of, you know, you're flirting with the good stuff. Is it good, but it's for the right reasons? You know, it might seem bad, but is it really bad? Like, I love that sort of stuff. It's like, ooh, man, you know, do the good thing, right? And at the same time, do the bad thing, but it is also good. Because, you know, it's like ends justify the means type behavior. Like, sometimes that shit is cool, bro. I love it. Neo looking like he's gonna hang out with Rocco. Yeah, man. Got my Zenitsu garb on, bro. Straight out the 90s, man. Like Namor. Yeah, exactly like Namor, Adrian. What's up, Adrian? How you doing, my brother? I think you sent me a DM earlier today. I gotta definitely look into that. I get too many notifications. Oh, but I'll respond to that. Jesus Christ. We got a $10 super chat coming in from the homie Robert Slade. Appreciate you, my brother. Neo, did you get around to watching You Season 4 Part 2 yet? I saw both parts back to back a week ago, and I gotta say, it tied it up pretty nicely. Got a bit too wild, but still solid. So thank you for the super chat, my brother. And no, I did not get a chance to watch season 4 part 2, mainly because the first part, it just, man, it just left such a sour taste in my mouth, man. I binged through the entire first part in a day, and I felt like I wasted my time. Like, nothing about it was really that compelling. Now, I have heard better things about the second part, but some of the things that I've been hearing from people, it doesn't, like, it's just some, like, without getting into spoilers, it personally, to me, it doesn't warrant putting in that extra time, those extra hours, if that makes sense, where I could put those hours into watching a better show or finishing a show that I'm loving or rewatching a show that I love. So it's like, if I had all the time in the world to blow, sure, I'll finish off part 2, but I'd rather spend like 5-6 hours and just do something else. But I'm happy that you enjoyed it, Robert Slade. I'm happy, man. I'm late. New haircut. Yeah, just new haircut. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Just business as usual. The only difference is instead of getting the sides, what do we talk about? Hair right now? All right. So, I get a little light twist. I basically put gel in my hair and I get the sponge brush and I just go crazy with it. But what I'm doing differently, as opposed to like the last time I got a haircut where I had the sides bald, I'm just growing out the top part more. Just to get more hair all across here, and I'm growing, well, you can't see it, but I'm growing out like the back of my hair with the mohawk and everything, and then I'm just keeping like this bottom part mostly skin fade, not quite there, but on that level. Yeah, so nothing too crazy. What's up, PS Tutorials, and what's up to all the people in the chat? Do you still hate the Flash? No, I don't hate the Flash show, bro. Like, it fell off for me after season 4. It was one of those shows I really enjoyed watching week to week, and then it started abusing my time, as folks in the community say. It did not respect my time. And yeah, I just spent that time watching different series. But yeah, the fact that it's finally coming to an end, I mean, I'm happy for Grant Gustin. I'm happy that he finally got paid appropriately for carrying that show on his freaking back. So yeah, end of an era. End of an era, man. Yo, not gonna lie, the final season of The Flash has been the biggest disappointment as a fan. Well, Jesus Christ, that's terrible. Oh, no. I know it's random, but that shirt is making me crave nachos. Yes. That's why Zenitsu is our little nacho boy. He's our little Dorito boy. That's literally what it is. Hey, Jess, what's up, my sister? How you doing? What's up, my man? Finally caught you on a live stream. I kept missing them. Oh, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my sister. Hope all's well with you. How's life? How's everything? Yeah, we got all the homies in the chat tonight. Oh, you're going out on a date tonight, Adrian? My man, you better hit me up in the DMs, man. I need to get all the details on that, my brother. I need all of them, bro. I've returned with tacos. What kind of tacos? Let me know about these tacos. All right, so let's see. You beat the game Bond told you to beat? Man, fuck Braxton. Anyways, yeah, I could definitely go for some tacos, man. I mean, it is Taco Tuesday, but we streaming right now. I could have tacos delivered though, but we streaming right now. We might as well just get into it right now. As I'm sure most of y'all are probably aware, the world lost an incredible talent in Lance Reddick. Now, for those of y'all who are not familiar with Lance Reddick, if you're not a Destiny fan, if you haven't been watching the John Wick movies, Lance Reddick was one of the most talented and underappreciated actors of our generation. Like Lance Reddick, Jaimin Honsu, like there's a good amount of actors that we have working today that their talents go so unappreciated, yet they give their all in every single role. You know, whether it was The Wire or just like anything that this man did, he gave it his all, and it was incredible. Like even in a role like John Wick, where he's just playing a small supporting character, you just knew there was something about him, right? And when I got the news that this man had died, I, honest to God, thought it was a celebrity hoax, because it just looking at it, it's like Lance Reddick dead at 60. I was just like, this man was just tweeting a few days ago. Like what happened? Like, was he sick? Was there something that we don't know about? Like, I'm not sure if there was any news that was released after the fact, maybe from his family, or, you know, obviously with all due respect, they want to keep stuff private, and that's their right. But 60 years old, man, 60 years old. And we had just lost Kevin Conroy, who was around the same age not too long ago, a few months back. And I had to do a double take, man. I could not freaking believe that shit. And it's so sad because like he's the type of actor who I wanted to see him in more things, more high profile things, to just show the world like this man is great. Y'all are sleeping on this dude. And now he's gone. And it fucking sucks, bro. Like it sucks, dude. Like none of this shit ever gets easier, man. Like you know, there's always that one asshole in the comment section who always says, well, if you look at the statistics, people die every day and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? I hate people who say shit like that. It doesn't make any time you see a death make it hurt a little less. Like, I don't become numb to this shit. I don't think I'll ever become numb to that. Especially when it's like involved in like the nerd fandom and the community and the people who's like their roles mean so fucking much to us. Like obviously a life is a life and it'll mean a life to everybody. But when we see that shit, it's heavy, man. It's heavy. So, you know, my deepest condolences to the man. I hope he rests in peace. Wishing like all the strength in the world to his family, to his loved ones. Man, it's rough, bro. It's very rough. Yeah, like seeing what's gonna happen when I go and I see John Wick Chapter 4, bro. He's just gonna be on my mind the entire time, man. Fucking heavy as hell, dude. 60 years old, man. 60 years old, dude. 60 years old. Sheesh. Man. All right, but what's going on to all the new people? I don't mean to do a sudden transition and a segue like that, but I hope everyone who's joined the chat is doing well. I see we got Fuzzy Belvedere in the chat. We got a bunch of people here. Hope y'all's doing good. We have a $4.99 super chat coming in from the homie Long Live Kevin Samuels. Yes, sir. Space Dandy has invited you, Homer Simpson, Joker, Admiral Akbar, and Eazy-E to karaoke. What songs are you singing, but they can only be 2000s pop? Jesus, like, that's oddly specific. I said this about the last question you asked. Like, what an eclectic group of people. Admiral Akbar. Wait, which Joker? Which Joker are we talking about? Because you gotta distinguish. Are we talking about like the Batman animated series Joker? Are we just talking the comic Joker in general? If we talking Jared Leto, if it's Jared Leto Joker, get that motherfucker out of here, bro. No, I ain't trying to be around a dude that wants to give somebody a reach around. Hell no. Is it Heath Ledger Joker? Is it Joaquin Phoenix Joker? I need that distinguished. I need that to be distinguished first. Holy. I need an answer to that shit, bro. The Joker with the dreads. So is that the one played by Kevin Michael Richardson from the Batman animated series? I think that's the one, right? All right, in that case, shit, that Joker might put on some 2000s pop though? That's limiting though. Can I just play Snoop? Like, I want to play some Snoop Dogg. That should be nice. Yeah, I'd definitely go Snoop Dogg. Joker with dreads going crazy. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. All right. Oh, we got a question coming in from our homie Fuzzy Belvedere. Serious question. Given the tech of today, should studios incorporate an option to continue using the likeness in contracts with voice actors? Proceeds to family. Oh, okay. So you're basically saying... So, like, let's say, for example, if somebody passes away, should they use their likeness a la Star Wars Rogue One, where you had Grand Admiral Tarkin's face, and you're basically doing, like, CG or whatever, but it's done with the blessing of the family, and the family gets whatever money that they would have paid an actor to use the likeness and all that stuff. Honestly, when I first saw Rogue One and I saw what the technology was capable of, I was very excited, because just the idea of having certain characters be able to live on their legacy through technology, it's a very interesting concept, especially with these big franchises where you have a lot of these stories that are told. But the more time passes, the more I'm just like, no. The more I'm just like, you know what? Find something else to do. You know what I'm saying? Find something else to do, use a different character, go on from there. And as much as it pains me when it comes to somebody like T'Challa, Black Panther, how we're not going to ever get that character in that specific form in the MCU again, it's one of those situations where I'm just like, you know what? These actors are more than their characters in that respect. Like, obviously, the characters should still live on, and in other ways, maybe like recasting, whatever, but to use the same likeness for like de-aging stuff or whatever, it feels very strange, because I feel like we're going to get to a point where that technology supersedes real acting, and it's in its infancy now, and a lot of people are saying that'll never happen. You can't replace an actor's way of approaching a role. But what we're seeing with the AI stuff is genuinely shocking, and it's moving fast. The technology is moving really quick. Now, again, we live in a capitalist society, so obviously if people are okay with the exchange of money, the ethics and what I personally feel goes out the window, because if they're okay with it, it is what it is. So they're going to keep doing it. But it's going to feel very strange. It's going to feel extremely strange to see that. And when we start getting to the point where we're losing a lot of our modern contemporary actors who we see on screen and they've been digitized with the technology now, getting to the point where you can recreate all of those things for those actors. Like when we get to the point where we're going to, I mean, yeah, we're seeing a de-aged Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones, but we're going to get to a point where we have an actor living today. Like, let's say, for example, I don't know, like an actor who's been working over the past couple decades, like Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, we're going to get to a point where that man's been on camera long enough. They can recreate how he looked at a certain decade and use that for movies. It's just, it's got to look weird, dude. It's going to look very strange. So I'm not for it personally. At that point, I'm just like, do different shit. But at the end of the day, when does the world really care about how we feel these things? You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone and their mama's like, we need to do better about XYZ, but is shit getting better? I don't think so. Oh, Alan V, what's up, my brother? Just came here to say hi and hit the like button. Oh, I appreciate that. If y'all are enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that like button. Oh, we got my homie Ham Solo. We got my boy Ham Solo saying hit the like button. Appreciate you guys. What's up, Rescue Squad? So Alan V said, are you planning on doing a video after the Activision deal is over, regardless if it goes through or not? Yes, absolutely. There's a reason why I have not spoken about the Activision deal like publicly on my channel since the first the time they announced it last year. I did the whole live stream, but I haven't done any updates since. I mean, occasionally I'll mention it in passing on Ask Neo, but the reason why is because when it comes to these mergers and acquisitions, it's honest to God, it's really boring stuff. I mean, it's funny to look at the memes surrounding it, but a lot of this stuff is just business talk, business mumbo jumbo, and politics at play, and you know, saying certain things, perception, blah 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 blah, and I don't care about that. To me, what I care about the facts that come from it. And the only facts that matter in that case is if the deal closes or not. I don't want to sit here and say the deal's likely to close or the deal's not likely to close, because I don't care about that shit. Anything can change. But if the deal closes, I'm going to make my thoughts on it, whether it's a good or bad thing, what have you, and where the direction for the Xbox brand should go regardless. Because one of the things that I always tell people is that this deal, whether Xbox gets Activision or they don't get Activision, it should not change the mission at hand. If anything, it should embolden them to be more proactive and working on the shit that they need to work on. Like that's just what it is at the end of the day. If the deal doesn't go through, if anything, I think Xbox does need to be more aggressive. I think they need to be more like less kumbaya when we all play, we play together, all that bullshit. And I'm just like, you know what? Start cutting them fucking deals, you know, like shit. But again, that's if the deal doesn't go through. Bold of you to assume these companies would pay the family salary. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I said, it is what it is. If it happens, when it comes to like companies paying them, cool. If it doesn't, it's like for example, whenever they do stories about serial killers and shit, and they use footage from the events and they recreate them, they don't pay the families. They don't even consult the families half the time. By the way, I got Resident Evil 4. I was a hater leading up to it, but to be honest, it's really good. LOL. Wait, Adrian, how the fuck were you hating on Resident Evil 4? How are you hating on Resident Evil 4? That makes no sense to me, bro. That makes no sense to me. How dare you, bro? You better bring that up to your date. I swear to God, bro. We got a $1.99 super chat from the Sensu Beam plug. Bro, watch Swarm on Prime Video. Is it gas? Is it fire? Ooh. I'm gonna check that out. That game is one of all-time favorites, and I hate change sometimes. Well, I mean, I understand that. It happens. Like, I'm very particular about certain things. Like, if they did a Final Fantasy IX remake, I'm probably going to be that guy who's like, I hope they don't ruin it. You know what I'm saying? But Capcom's remake track record has been really good for the most part. So, yeah, the odds of Resident Evil 4 being bad, slim to none. Now, Square Enix, on the other hand, oh, brother, we gonna see. Neo, I just noticed Don isn't here. Yeah, Don Otaku isn't here. He's probably getting pegged by his wife. Oh, come on. He said he does. Like, what? I'm not a bad guy. Yo, Neo, have you seen the new project, the 4 episodes of Naruto they're going to make? I did hear about that PS tutorials, but what is it exactly? Is it like episodes in between? Are they remaking like certain episodes from the anime? Like, what's going on? All I know is they're doing new stuff. Yeah, trapped in my psych. There's some crazy stuff going on in the world of AI. For everything, man. For vocals, for video, for all that shit. It's insane. Yeah, but for real, I got scared. I went to the dark so I could reapproach with an open mind. Yeah, no, trust me, bro. I get it. Your favorite game getting remade. But at the same time, sometimes I'm excited if my favorite game is remade, if I know the game hasn't aged that well. But the thing about Resident Evil 4 is that it's aged... Like, it's like we play it every year because they re-release it every year, bro. I played through that game. Man, listen, like when they first started re-releasing it, the first re-release was like what, on the PS2, right? The PS2, they re-released it because it came out on the GameCube, and then the PS3, and then they put it out on fucking everything else. I will give Capcom and Square Enix this. They are definitely the company. I used to call Square Enix Port Enix because they kept porting more games versus new shit. But man, the fact that they brought all this shit forward, it's very good. We got a $10 super chat coming in for the homie DimWitMonkey. Thank you, my brother. I'm not one to celebrate myself a whole lot, but I am here for a Neo stream in my new house that I never thought I would ever afford. Just wanted to say thanks everybody for the good vibes. My man DimWitMonkey. Everybody clap it up. Clap it up for our brother DimWitMonkey. Making some real life gains. Got himself a new house. Hey, when's the housewarming party? Listen, you let me know. I'm coming through with a bottle or two, bro. Let me know. But my brother DimWitMonkey, congratulations, my guy. Congratulations, bro. Holy shit. My God, DimWitMonkey, look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him at work. Look at him at work. Love it. Love it. Love it for you, my brother. Oh, and then Daniel Pack, who resubscribed to the Phantom members, the Phantom Weirdos tier. Thank you so much, my brother Daniel Pack. And like I said, y'all, the penguin is in the chat. If y'all haven't hit that like button by now, it might be the only time you have that opportunity, because this man's gonna come for you. Good to see you again, Daniel Pack. Oh, here we go. I gotta for this one. Okay. Alrighty. We have got a question coming in from Colin, my boy, who's been a member for the past 31 months. 31 months, ladies and gentlemen, of the next Hokage tier. My brother Colin, as always, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much, my dude. Hey Chris, how are you tonight, my man? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. We chilling, we vibing, we having fun. We talking about some good shit, bro. How are you, Colin? It's been a while since we've seen you, man. How's life? How's work? What anime have you been watching as of late? I've been watching School Rumble recently, and I'm really enjoying it so far. A classic rom-com anime. Went out on a few dates with a girl recently too. Oh, my man Colin out here. What is this? Everybody be going out on dates recently. Everybody be fucking winning. I love to see it. DIMWITMONKEY bought himself a house. We got Colin over here who's going out on dates. Flame. You know, like, he's doing good, man. But Colin, I'm so happy you definitely got to hit us up with the details on that, bro. I want to hear that nitty gritty stuff. If you're willing to share, of course. As far as what anime I've been watching recently, all right, so I haven't been watching a lot of new stuff. But my sister and I have been rewatching Fullmetal Alchemist 03. So like every Monday or Tuesday, we'd get together, we'd watch like a batch of episodes. And we were supposed to watch it last night, but we got busy. But we're going to probably watch it tonight, and I'm not looking forward to that because the first episode on the list for tonight's batch of episode is, spoiler alert for a 20-year-old anime. If you haven't seen it by now, I'm just sorry. Like, listen, turn off the stream if you don't want to be spoiled by Fullmetal Alchemist 03. But the first episode we're watching tonight is the death of Maze Hughes, and ouch. Like, just ouch. What a way to start the week, man. So I've been going through that. Like I said, I haven't been watching too much anime outside of that right now. I've just been focusing on going through my 4K movie backlog, and I've been working great progress into that. Of course, rewatching the John Wick trilogy on 4K because, you know, we got part 4 coming out on Thursday, so I'm excited about that. And Flame, how dare you? Flame, listen, I love you, bro, and I'm always proud of your accomplishments. You know that, but sometimes I need to use you for entertainment purposes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's called payback. It's called payback, bro. But it's good to hear from you, Colin. We got $5 coming in from Julian Phoenix. Did you see Shazam? If so, what are your thoughts? And also, did you see where The Rock blocked Shazam from cameoing in Black Adam and vice versa? So, no, I did not get a chance to see Shazam Fury of the Gods. I was going to see it last week, but last Thursday was my sister's birthday, so we all went out to eat. And then Saturday night, my girl and I got together and we watched the new Scream movie instead, which, speaking of which, for those who are wondering what are my thoughts on Scream 6, I actually really enjoyed it. I wasn't too big a fan of Scream 5. Like, I know Scream is supposed to be very goofy and very meta, but Scream 5 just got way too contrived towards the end of the film. And Scream 6, to me, what it did was it brought back more of the serious nature of Ghostface as a killer. I thought that the kills in Scream 6 were a lot more brutal by comparison. There was definitely a lot more tension with the film. Like, the filmmaking aspect of Scream 6 was fantastic. Towards the end of the movie, I'm not going to get into spoilers. The twist, as is a custom with a lot of the Scream movies, I felt that the twist was even worse than the twist in Scream 5. But the fact that the rest of Scream 6 was so solid, that twist, even though it was very bad in my opinion, I was just like, you know what, the rest of the film is fine, we'll just keep it pushing. So yeah, I thought Scream 6 was very entertaining regardless of that. But yeah, talking about Shazam Fury of the Gods, I haven't got a chance to watch it yet. I wanted to see it, like I said last week, didn't get a chance to. I wanted to see it this week, but my girl and I are going to see John Wick 4 instead. And yeah, I'm just looking at all the time that I would have to see Shazam. It's not looking like it's going to happen. I just have too much other stuff I want to do, which is a real shame because I really loved the first Shazam movie. I think I was in the minority of people that really liked it because apparently when I got on the internet, I said I love Shazam. Everyone's like, no, Shazam is such a corny movie. And I was like, but I like it. Like, you know, but yeah, I just, the one thing about Shazam Fury of the Gods that always got me was that none of the trailers hooked me. I watched the trailer for it and I'm just like, this looks very low energy. Like, nothing about any of the trailers or the TV spots or the promo or the synopsis, none of that stuff just got me like, yo, Shazam 2, let's go. And unfortunately, my fears came to light when I started seeing what everyone else had to say about it. Now, obviously, I still want to see it to form my own opinion, but it comes off as like there's a lot of stuff working against the movie at the moment. So that's, I can't really say much else about it. Like, it might be good. I might like the movie or I might hate the movie. Like, but regardless, there is something I can talk about with certainty. And I already know some people are just like, oh man, here he goes again. The Rock. Yes, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So for the longest time, a lot of people were wondering, all right, you know, you have Black Adam and you have Shazam. You have two of these movies that are coming out. Are we ever going to see them cross over? Are we ever going to see The Rock come into like a Shazam sequel? Like that was the idea at the end of the first Shazam movie, because they kind of teased it. And, you know, they were talking about making this Black Adam movie since I was in diapers. So it's like, yo, like, are we ever going to see him cross over? No. And we found out the reason why is because The Rock didn't want it to happen. He didn't want to have no cameos. He didn't want to have no associations with Shazam. He wanted to do his own thing. And basically, like, he just wanted to be The Rock. He was channeling his wrestling era energy. And he's like, no, I want to do it like this. No cameos, no connections, blah, blah, blah. And inadvertently, he ended up killing both movies. Now, I'm not saying that the fact that Shazam 2 didn't have The Rock meant it was going to suck. There was plenty of other things they could have done to make the movie better. Or so I've been told. But the fact that you do a Black Adam solo movie and Black Adam is not a fucking asshole is just astonishing to me. It is just astonishing to me that you have this Black Adam movie and Black Adam isn't a fucking prick. You're sitting here trying to root for Black Adam, which is just so wild of a concept. But you know what? Hey man, listen, The Rock, he just, man, this is what happens when you don't humble yourself, man. You know, it just... Let me fucking stop, man. Let me stop, bro. His fucking, you know what? I'm not gonna stop. No, I'm not gonna stop. The Rock's fucking ego killed Black Adam. Like, everybody out here wants to say that, no, Black Adam, blah, 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 blah. No, The Rock fucking killed that movie because this man thought he could run DC. He thought he could do his own thing. He thought that he was the biggest movie star in the world. No, motherfucker. Like, nobody is gonna come to the movies because of you, bro. And the Black Adam movie showed it. You gotta make a good movie as well. And Black Adam wasn't a good movie. Now, I kind of liked it in some respects. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was. But if that's the best thing that I can say about the movie, look at the general population. Ain't nobody seeing that shit. And for you to say that, no, I own this character, you can't use the character in your Shazam movies, like, bro, come on. What are you doing? Like, that's like freaking Robert Downey Jr. saying, you can't use Iron Man in any of this other stuff or blah, blah, blah. Robert Downey Jr. was like, no, you pay me a big paycheck, I will show up, even if it's 5 minutes in Spider-Man Homecoming. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck. Man, this is crazy. But you know, it is what it is. That box office depth. Nah, what killed me the most, and this will be the last thing. I'm done. And let me go back to Super Jazz. I'm done. This will be the last thing. This man, do you guys remember when The Rock came out here? And listen, I want to stress this. I do not hate The Rock. I don't, bro. I just think it's funny when people think they shit don't stink, right? When The Rock came out there and all the reports were saying that, yo, Black Adam is going to be a huge financial bomb. It's not going to deliver the returns on its investments, blah, blah, blah. And The Rock came out here with this weird ass accounting saying, well, actually, I just got off the phone with all of our accountants and we factored in that Black Adam is actually profitable. And I'm just like, where is he getting these numbers from? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, how are you oh my God, bro. This man was like, yo, it's actually profitable. And the things that he was factoring in was shit that wasn't even like out yet. He was factoring in home media sales and the movie wasn't even out on home media yet. Like, what are we doing? Anyway, shout out to The Rock, man. Shout out to The Rock. Vin Diesel was right. Yeah, he was. Anyway, let me go back to these super chats real quick. Okay. So shout out to the homie Marcus Doa Terrell, who's been a member for the past 32 months of the Fandom Weirdos. I appreciate your support, my brother. What are your thoughts on Yakuza 5? I enjoyed it. I thought it was too big and bloated for its own good. By the way, how would you the Rocky Saga including Creed? Are you asking like how would I rate the Rocky Saga or how would I rank the Rocky Saga? I think we did rank the Rocky movies. Was it last week or was it 2 weeks ago? I know we definitely did that. But as far as like, if we're talking like recent stuff, Creed is concerned, as far as like my favorite Creed movies, I love Creed 1. Creed 1 is still the best in my opinion. Followed by that is Creed 3 and then Creed 2. Now, Creed 2 is not a terrible movie. I don't think it is. But you know, it's just not as good as the other two movies. Now, the ending of Creed 2 is fucking phenomenal. Like that fight scene, you know, it's been circulating on Twitter. That shit is great. But yeah, what are my thoughts on Yakuza 5? I actually really loved Yakuza 5. Now, granted, it's been a long time since I have played the game. It's been like, 7 years? So I'll have to go back and see if my enjoyment still holds up, because there are some times where, you guys know me, and I'm like, yeah, I really fucking love this game, and then I go back to it years later and I'm like, whoa. That is one of the complaints I have heard from some people. Like, Yakuza 5 was definitely more bloated, and the length of the game, you know, comparing it to like Yakuza 3 and Yakuza 4 and how long those games were, 5 is like, I think, what, double the length, something like that. So yeah, I could definitely see that. But I really enjoyed it. I loved the story progression. I love the characters. Again, it's been a while, so I'll have to go back and see if it holds up. But yeah, you know, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Marcus, and I hope you're doing well, my brother. Let's see. Nah, The Rock, man, fucking Black Adam is a good guy. Fuck The Rock, bro. Like, yo, anyways, $4.99 from Long Live Kevin Samuels. Yes, sir. Which would you join? The Anbu, Akatsuki, Seven Swordsmen of the Mist, Uchiha Clan? I ain't joining those niggas. Hell no. Hyuga Clan or Orochimaru's Cursed Gang as a guinea pig. Okay. Honestly, I would definitely join, you know. Well, obviously, we're not doing the Uchiha Clan. Those motherfuckers were insane, and they got assassinated. We're not doing that. Hyuga Clan, they oppressed. They oppressed, but they're the type to say, nah, I feel like they're the type to be, like, listen, like, Neji got so easily swayed by Naruto. Like, you can dream, you can believe in yourself. I don't know about that. Not a curse mark guinea pig. No, Orochimaru, I ain't about that. More power to you if you are. Seven Swordsmen of the Mist is a possibility. Akatsuki, nah. Anbu, like, but I want to be with people where I ain't got to do the bidding of somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do my own thing. You know, out of everything here, like, it's between Anbu or the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. Hyuga Clan likes the smell of their own farts. Uchiha Clan are just batshit insane. Orochimaru, that's pretty sus. Fuck. Damn. You're good as long as you're born in the main branch. Yeah, you're fucked if you're a side branch, bro. Yeah, rest in peace to my dude Neji, bro. Rest in peace to my dude Neji, man. I'm gonna take the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's go. Can you rank the Dragon Ball Z sagas? Wow, we actually did that last week too. So at the top, we've got the what was it? What was my number one? Number one, it went back and forth between the Cell Saga / I group the Trunks, Android, and Cell Saga all as one big arc. So like that's number one, and then the Saiyan Saga is a close second, and then after that is the Buu Saga, and then the Namek Saga. Hey Neo, did you beat Xenoblade 3? What are your thoughts? Yes, actually, I beat Xenoblade 3 a couple of months ago, actually. I'm pretty sure we talked about it on the stream. But to give you like a quick summary, I fucking loved Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I don't know. I feel like as far as like all the new JRPGs that have been coming out as of late, the Xenoblade franchise is one that just like consistently hit after hit after hit after hit for me. Even if there's like some stuff I don't like about the games, like you guys know Xenoblade Chronicles 2, even though I really loved the game once it started to open up, there were still some things about it where I'm just like, if you hate the game, I totally understand. But Xenoblade Chronicles 3, in my opinion, I felt like was like the perfect marriage between the first two games. It does a lot of stuff really, really well. I think it's definitely the most accessible when it comes to newcomers. But there's a lot of payoff in the game as it pertains to fans of like the first two titles as well. I'm trying to dodge around spoilers because I know there's still some people playing it, and someone who's watching is like, I want to play the game, but don't spoil all this stuff. But if you are big fans of the first two games, there's a lot of cool shit that happens, and there's a lot of stuff that they're teasing with the future DLC that I'm very excited about. So I think once the DLC comes out and I run through that and I just get reacclimated to Xenoblade, I'll probably end up doing like another 40-minute long discussion. But Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was fantastic, from the story to the characters to the music. Fucking chapter 5, chapter 6, like that whole section right there. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And yeah, it was my freaking game of the year last year for a reason. It's so damn good. And it had no business being that good, man. No, I played Tales of Arise. I'm just on the final boss of Tales of Arise. I just don't want to finish it. $5 super chat from Hibachi. Are the Dragon Age games good? Mass Effect clones. I'm fiending for some good RPG action. So they're not really Mass Effect clones. They're two very, very different games. They're made by the same developer, that is BioWare, but they're completely different. But the thing that BioWare games do better than a lot of titles, in my honest opinion, is the writing and the character dynamics and the relationships. Dragon Age Origins in particular is fan-friggin-tastic. Dragon Age Origins is great. Dragon Age 2, not so much. I mean, there is still some enjoyment to be had, but not as good as Origins. Inquisition, I've heard good things about, but I just never got around to it. But yeah, I do love the first one. If there is a game from the modern era that I believe deserves a proper remake, it is Dragon Age Origins, because it hasn't aged that well in a lot of respects, in many respects actually, but it's still a fantastic game if you can deal with some jank from like a 13-14-year-old game. And the DLC is good too, but they're not Mass Effect clones. They don't play like that at all. Is Tales of Arise really that much of a drag? Okay, so I might be exaggerating it, but yes, the last act of the game just completely nuked the pacing, in my honest opinion. Like they do a lot of story exposition dumping that they could have spread out through the game, but they didn't, and now you're just doing it at the end. I'm just like, boy. Hey, what's up, Joel Avery? Hey, Neo, it's been a while since I caught a stream. It's good to see you back pushing out more content. Will you be making any game reviews this year? Yeah, once I finish a couple of games, definitely. So like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, when the DLC comes out, I want to run through that and just do a discussion on that game. Obviously, you know, when I finally finish Persona 5 Royal, you know, that's getting its own video. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to like the games that are coming out this year. Like definitely Final Fantasy 16 is being talked about. Like no questions asked, that game. And there's just a lot of other shit coming out too, man. Spider-Man 2, when that drops, of course, I'm going to do a video about that. And you know, like some of the other stuff, like I might speak on it briefly, like Starfield. I might talk about that because I'm probably going to end up enjoying it because I do enjoy Bethesda games. Any retro JRPGs you haven't played yet that you were interested in playing? Honestly, I don't know why I'm in the mood to play this, but I want to run those strange. Like part of me wants to go and play the really old Tales games that have never been localized. I think it was it? Hold on, I gotta see. I had a list. Let me check my notes. Whoa, what the fuck? Where did my notes app go? Hold on. Where's my notes app? Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to run through Tales of Destiny 2 just because my boy Bobby, if you're watching, you're probably at work. I wanted to run through that, you know, just like download an emulator, download a translation patch, play through that. I do have Tales of Heartsar. I played that on the Vita. It's a solid experience. Nothing crazy, but it's cool. Got to support it. Vita love. So I wanted to run through Tales of Destiny 2, ironically. And I might do that because I do have the Steam Deck. You know, Steam Deck is really good for emulation purposes. As is the Xbox Series S. Oh, we got a $6.99 Canadian super chat coming in from Colin, my boy. How are you feeling about the state of the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now, especially after watching Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania? I'm not feeling optimistic, to be perfectly frank. Oh boy. If I was drinking tonight, I would have to take a couple shots because I got a lot to say. But you know what? We got tonight. We got seltzer water. We got Schweppes, not vintage seltzer. We got Schweppes, sparkling seltzer water, black cherry flavor. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to take a swig of this. Yes, this is a big boy. It's a 2-liter bottle of Schweppes because y'all know, go big or go home. Let's see. Hold up. Oh, boy. That is some damn good seltzer. Oh my god. I love seltzer. Okay. So, Flame, did I miss your super chat, bro? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. So real quick, Flame sent in a $2 super chat. My apologies, bro. Sorry. Did you see the positive exoprimal impressions? Yeah, you mean those paid off impressions? Yeah, anyways. I mean, listen, if people enjoy the game, that's awesome. If y'all like it, I love it. Like, you know, it's great. It's great. It's great. But yeah, I don't know, man. I want to see the longevity of that game. Because everyone could be like, yo, this thing is fucking rad, bro. And then you play it for 2 days and it's like, what? Anyways, more power to you. Okay. No, what do you mean? Yeah, there's positive first impression. There's positive first impressions about everything. And then wait till the game come out, Flame. Flame, if that game dies, okay, Flame, let's make a bet. If that game dies within a year, we got to come up with something. I don't know what, but we got to come up with something. If that game dies within a year, Neo making that bottle look normal size. This is a Neo size. This is a Neo size bottle, ladies and gentlemen. This is a normal person bottle with my freaking greens powder in it. This is a Neo size bottle. But anyway, oh, best feeling ever is when you get out of class and seeing I got the live stream. My man Joshua, thank you, my brother. Okay, all right. Let's get back to Colin's question. Are you guys ready for some fucking MCU slander? Are you ready for these MCU slander? Let's go. Flame, go block yourself for saying Final Fantasy 16 will be mid. All right. How am I feeling about the state of the MCU right now? Not really good. Not really good. Honestly, that's how I've been feeling throughout the majority of Phase 4. Now, I'm not one of those people that has been saying that Phase 4 is trash. Phase 4 is terrible. But the thing about Phase 4 is that Phase 4 is just so disjointed with the quality. Now, has there been some stuff in Phase 4 that has been really solid? Absolutely. Half of Spider-Man No Way Home is amazing. A lot of the emotional moments in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, in my personal opinion, is some of the best acting we've seen in the MCU. I really enjoyed Shang-Chi at least 75% of the movie. You know, there's some stuff in the film, in the TV shows that I found great, such as Jonathan Majors' performance as He Who Remains. I really enjoyed Sam Raimi's direction in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I'm sure you guys are noticing a pattern here with the way I'm describing some of these features. There are aspects about all these projects that I really enjoy, but not everything. It always feels like there's a big butt in the room, and I'm not talking about Kim Kardashian. There's just always something that's just holding it back from greatness. And I'm not going to be one of those people looking back on the MCU with revisionist history and saying that Phase 1, 2, and 3 were perfect. But looking at it in terms of the quality, in terms of how much stuff that they put out, those phases, not saying all the projects were great, but those phases put out more consistent quality all throughout. And Phase 4 and Phase 5 commits one of the biggest offenses that those previous phases did not do. Phase 4 and 5 is demanding way more of your attention as a viewer versus the previous phases, where at most you had to keep up with was at what, 3 movies a year towards the tail end of Marvel Phase 3, versus now you were keeping up with 3 to 4 movies a year, 3 to 4 TV series a year, and we were doing that for like 2-3 years straight. Now, obviously, because of the pandemic, it did push things off until 2021, so that's why they're trying to catch up on content. But still, you cannot have that much lackluster content being put out and demanding way more time from the viewer. You can get away with putting out a meh movie, a meh 2-hour movie, and then the other 2 to 3 movies you put out a year are fantastic, phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've had that happen before. Like in 2019, we had Avengers Endgame, which was peak, right? And then we had stuff like Spider-Man Far From Home, which was and then Captain Marvel, which was right? But because Endgame was so high and it completed the 10-year journey, it was great. But now we're just getting a lot of stuff that's just not stuff that's like Winter Soldier tier, not stuff that's like Guardians of the Galaxy tier. We're getting a lot of stuff. You might enjoy some aspects of that, but when the best of Phase 4 and what I'm coming from is cherry picking certain moments and not the complete package, I view that as a problem. Now, that is just me personally. Now, that just could come as me as someone who's been a consumer of all this content and entertainment for almost 30 years now. Maybe I'm becoming that old man who's thinking like, you know what, back in my day, some of the shit was better. Maybe. But I genuinely do think that Marvel has a quality control problem. I genuinely do think that they were hiring a lot of talent for these productions just to put out those productions, just to get these things in the universe, rather than how are we going to organically fit this in there. Like when they brought in a James Gunn to do Guardians of the Galaxy, how are we going to fit this in the universe? Now it just seems like we're going to do a She-Hulk, we're going to do a Moon Knight, we're going to do these things because eventually we have to team up for, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we're going to do Midnight Suns in a few years, so let's just put this out. We're going to tease Dave Whitman being the Black Knight at the end of the Eternals later on down the road. I don't have a problem with them doing teasing stuff to set up the future, but that shouldn't, like, the teases and stuff should be the icing on the cake. It should not be the whole cake and why you want to get people excited, right? Like, I should not go into Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania and the best thing about the movie is Jonathan Majors' performance as Kang and his future performances in future movies. I should, for the 2 hours I'm in this movie, be invested with the characters, be invested on the arc or the journey that they're on, be invested in the writing and the storytelling of that feature. Same thing with the TV shows. I don't give a flying fuck about world building if the actual content is not serviceable. Like Captain America: The Winter Soldier had huge implications for the Marvel Cinematic Universe at the time with the Hydra infiltrating S.H.I.E.L.D. and what that meant, right? But the movie itself was not compromised by that. The movie itself was fucking amazing. Like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 had a scene with Thanos, but did that compromise the entire movie? No. But what we're seeing now is a lot of the stuff being shoehorned in because eventually down the road, we're going to get a project with the Young Avengers, or we're going to get a project with XYZ or whatever. And I don't care about that shit. I don't. The reason why the first Avengers movie and leading all the way up into Endgame was awesome is because we grew with these characters all throughout. Like their projects were good enough to warrant having folks coming back for more. I'm looking at this stuff now and I understand. They have to reset. They have to go and they have to build up the universe again with new characters. I don't have a problem with that. But the stuff you're giving me is not good. And I'm sorry, it's 2023. It's not 2007. It's not 2008. We can't get away with the shit that flew back then. The bar, the standard has been raised, especially in the Marvel pantheon. If your movies aren't coming out on the quality level of a Guardians of the Galaxy or a Captain America Winter Soldier, where there's still great movies and you can watch them, if the best part about your movie is the fact that like, oh, I'm hyped for the future, not necessarily the movie itself, that is what is wrong with Marvel. And that is going to be the downfall of Marvel if we keep getting more of those things, because people aren't going to care about that when they could be watching other stuff, when they could be watching this new DC universe if it actually takes off. We have got to put the content and the quality of the projects first rather than all this forced world building. So I don't know. Maybe the solution is the stuff has to become a little bit more detached. Maybe we are getting too reliant on the fact that it is a cinematic universe. I don't know. But as it stands, like I don't have that same blind faith towards Marvel. If the stuff you're giving me, I'm just sitting there in the movie theater and being like, oh, this is going to lead into Secret Wars in like 4 years' time. Was the rest of the movie great? No. And I don't know, like, apparently I'm in the minority here, because it's so weird. People are saying, like, oh, Neo, you're becoming an MCU hater. What happened? It's not that. Like, I still love the MCU, but it's just, the stuff they're giving me is not great. It's just, we have a deadline that we have to hit. We have to do Secret Wars by 2027, 2028, whenever they're going to come out. It might get delayed at this point. And everything else is just, like, in service of that, rather than the quality. So, yeah, I mean, am I still looking forward to some projects? Obviously, like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I'm greatly looking forward to that because it's James Gunn. He is tested, tried, true. He's going to put out a good movie. But everything else, the Marvels, Blade, like everything else that they got coming out, I'm extremely worried about. Like nothing seems like they're taking their time with the production. Like, bro, I know y'all hate because I wank on this movie so much, but I don't give a damn. You watch The Batman. Watch that movie, and I don't care what you think about the movie itself, but watch that movie, and you tell me they didn't spend years working on this. Watch Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and that shit look like. Watch Thor: Love and Thunder. That shit was filmed in some motherfucker's backyard. Like, dude, just the level of planning that goes into basic shit from a filmmaking perspective. Marvel does not do that anymore. Like, dude. Like, bro. Like, it feels like they were making these movies in like 12 months. You know what this feels like? This feels like when they used to make movie license games based off of the MCU. How they would make like an Iron Man game in 9 months, or Thor, God of Thunder, or the Green Lantern game when that movie came out. This is what it feels like. Like, this is the pipeline, this is the production, and this is it. Too bad, so sad. That's it. That's literally what it's become. It's become a fucking assembly line factory. It's become a Ubisoft game. Holy fucking shit. Where if you go into it expecting what you expect and you get that, sure. But anybody else expecting something a little more, try somebody else. Jesus. Oh, man. But yeah, so, I mean, here's the thing. All it's going to take for me to be happy about the MCU again is if we get a solid year of banger after banger releases. That's all it's going to take for me to get excited. But as it stands now, I used to be that guy that goes to Marvel movies every Thursday. There was a point in my life where I arranged my days off to see Marvel movies on Thursday evenings. And now bro, I didn't even see Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I had all the time in the world to see it Thursday night. I dragged myself to the theater Saturday evening at like 10:45 to watch it, and I regret it. I wish I waited for it to go on Disney Plus. Like, I regret spending my $16 on it, and I'm not that type of person. I was texting Joaquin and Rob in the chat. I was like, God, this sucks. This movie is genuinely terrible. So I'm that type of person. I respect the movie going experience. I'm not on my phone, but with Ant-Man, I was just sitting there like, dude. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so that's my rant. Hey, what's going on, Tundex? What's going on, all people in the chat? Yes, I'm gonna step down. I'm gonna step down from my podium, from my MCU podium ranting. But hopefully, Colin, that was your answer. Oh man, Jesus, I got a little passionate. What can I say, man? What can I say? What can I say? Let's see. Yeah, we talked about that, CB the guy. We had our whole little Dwayne Johnson rant earlier. Now, the fact that we're not going to get the X-Men in the MCU until, like, what, 2030 is just astonishing to me. That's astonishing. No pun intended. But yeah, if James Gunn is able to pull off this DC Universe thing, like, I'm excited. If he pulls off the quality angle, like, legitimately, I'm going to be that guy that says, watch out, Marvel. Because I don't care if those movies don't make money. I don't care. If they're quality movies and they're great, I'm excited to see them. Honestly, the biggest problem with the MCU, I believe, well, obviously, you know, Kevin Feige, he's the head of all this shit. So if he wanted to veto stuff, he could have. But I think part of it does come down to Disney's reliance on Marvel and wanting Marvel to put out way more content. And because Marvel was like their golden egg after Star Wars kept fucking itself, because it still does that to this day. They're like, we need more content. We need more of this. We need more of that. So you're going to put out more content on Disney Plus. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. What they need to do now, I don't care. 2 movies a year, 2 shows a year. Or at the most, 3 movies a year, 2 shows a year. Or 3 shows a year, 2 movies a year. Like, whatever you have to do, man. But I just think there's no, unless they drastically retool everything, I don't see how that's happening, man. Hey, Alejandro, what's up, man? Hopefully the same for you, too. How hyped are you for Final Fantasy 16? For me personally, I might be more excited for this than Spider-Man 2. Oh, I'm extremely excited for Final Fantasy 16. Like, it's gotten to the point now that I stopped looking at trailers and footage and interviews, because I want to go into this game as blind as possible. I might, dude might even take off his glasses when he talks about Final Fantasy 16. When he plays it, he might take off his glasses. I look like a very different person. Holy shit. Oh, we got a $9.99 super chat coming in from my homie T-Bell, my homie Tamaris. Thank you, my brother. Support my brother. If y'all can send a super chat to show some love. Oh, thank you, my guy. Thank you. And T-Bell's calling y'all out. He said, get those super chats up. Appreciate you, my guy. Long live Kevin Samuels with the $1.99 super chat. Did you hear one of the MCU heads left yesterday? Oh, yeah. So, again, you know, not to bring this back to the whole MCU discussion, but people are like, yeah, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Yeah, so Victoria Alonso, who's the head of VFX pre and post production at MCU, she left the company. And a lot of people are looking at this as a sign that, well, they're looking at it many different ways. Some people are saying this is doom and gloom for Marvel. Other people are looking at this like, yes, I'm so excited because the past couple of years of Marvel's projects have looked very shitty. Like, very shitty. Like, you get some good scenes, and then you get a Black Panther Wakanda Forever Shuri on the side of the ship. You know, you get weird green screen in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. You get Thor Love and Thunder existing. You know? But honestly, honest to God, I think that the problem stems, it's deeper than Victoria Alonso. Now, sure, obviously her being at the head, the buck stops with her. So if they were looking at all this stuff and they knew it was a problem and they were overworking their artist, they should have stopped. They should have delayed those things. But of course, capitalism is good to capitalists, and they're not going to push back those dates unless there is a significant backlash. And by backlash, I'm not, and this is fucked up to say, I know, I'm not talking about workers speaking out about the treatments, because unfortunately, our little bubble, our little echo chamber is just that, a little bubble echo chamber. If the Gen Pop still supports these movies, that's all these companies care about. And they can always find new companies to work on their stuff for a cheaper dollar. That's the fucked up reality of the world. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. However, there is something that can hit these companies really hard. And I'm talking about the box office. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is going to go down as certifiably one of Marvel's first big flops. Now, I'm not talking about stuff like the Eternals or Black Widow and stuff that released during COVID, because COVID, you always have to put an asterisk on stuff. But I'm talking about in an era where Spider-Man No Way Home made close to $2 billion, Avatar made close to $3 billion. People are going back to the movies again. You look at the box office of Ant-Man, that thing is not touching what the last two movies did. It would be lucky if it did the numbers of the first Ant-Man movie, which actually, let me see. Let me look at the box office for the first Ant-Man movie. So the first Ant-Man movie did, I want to say it did like around 500. It did like I think it did like 560, 580. So the first Ant-Man movie did 519. The second Ant-Man movie did 622. The third Ant-Man movie is at 463. Right? Now, it could eke its way to 519, but the odds of that happening with the stiff competition coming in with John Wick, with the Super Mario Bros. Movie, all that stuff happening, it's not looking likely. And the budget of this movie was well over $200 million versus the first Ant-Man movie, even with the reshoots and everything. So, yeah, that movie is not going to do well. Like Marvel, they don't want these movies to just break even. They want these movies to do better. And when you see the underperformance of Ant-Man, that is something that these companies see more than anything. And for them, it was just like, you know what? We need to make a change. With Bob Iger coming back to the company, and we're seeing how he's restructuring things and he's delaying stuff and he's focusing more on the quality versus the quantity, something that Bob Chapek didn't care about. I think that is a good thing. Now, there are a lot of people thinking that this was just a scapegoat firing, which unfortunately, that is the reality of the world. Sometimes you just need to fire somebody to show that you are doing something on paper, right? Now, will things get better? I would hope so. There are rumors that a lot of MCU projects are going to be delayed a couple months, in some cases, a couple of years for the stuff further down the road. If that helps the VFX stuff, fantastic, great. If it helps the quality of these shows, even better. But still, I'll believe it when I see it. Because that's something that, if there's anything the gaming industry has showed me, just because something looks good, that does not mean that it is indicative of a string of quality. Like CD Projekt Red. Took them like a solid 2 years to fix Cyberpunk. And even so, going into like the next Witcher or whatever, I'm still going to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's see how that game performs on launch. But yeah, I don't like, I'm still kind of nervous. Like, going into, we have Avengers Kang Dynasty coming out, and the guy writing that movie did Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And listen, I'm not, it's one thing if, let's say, for example, that dude wrote a shitty comedy movie and then he gave us something like Winter Soldier. Like, sure, writers, sometimes you can't judge them based off of one or two shitty things they did. But this guy gave us something in the MCU already, that being the Kang Dynasty. And he had smaller groups of characters to work with. And you're telling me this man's writing an Avengers movie with way more characters to deal with? Like, we'll see. Okay, so we got a $10 super chat coming in from Julian Phoenix. If they made a Star Wars what if similar to Marvel, what would you like to see? Me personally, I want to see Darth Vader become Emperor without the suit and Luke by his side, or the rebellion loses. Honestly, what I really want to see with a Star Wars what if series is, I want to see what happens if you did Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, and you didn't bring back Palpatine as the villain. No, but in all seriousness, there are a lot of amazing what if stories that you could do with Star Wars. A lot of cool stuff, but that requires ingenuity with writing. And if there's one thing that I learned with the Star Wars, with the Marvel what if series, is that they didn't really employ the greatest of writers to tell those stories, so it felt very limited by comparison. Sometimes you had some really good episodes, like the Doctor Strange one was awesome, but then everything else just felt kind of like some of this is good, other stuff no, and then they all got together because they needed to get together in the end. But yeah, we'll see. Oh, so we got, wow, so real quick, I know we have a couple of other super chats, but the homie JFam388, $5 super chat, celebrating the abandoning of my glasses, by the way, and he gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Holy shit. To shout out to Corey, shout out to Jake, shout out to Sean Wachowski, Ghost Fixter, and B-Rex Media, who are now members of the channel. My brother Jason just blessed y'all. So everybody give Jason a round of applause in the chat for not only donating, but also going ahead and abandoning the glasses. Jason over here has been wearing glasses, same thing as me, for almost damn near his entire life, and he just got himself LASIK surgery. So that is awesome. Are you still doing the whole thing where you like reach for the glasses when you wake up, or, you know, you do the anime thing where you just go like that? I'm gonna be real, like, I've contemplated maybe getting surgery at some point, but I feel like glasses are kind of part of my identity. You know, it's part of my style, it's part of my shtick, and I'm not gonna front. I am that dude that does that. Oh man, but shout out to you, Jason. Thank you, my brother. Let's see. Okay, so we have $4.99 coming in from Sensu Bean Plug. What are your thoughts on the Little Mermaid controversy? I think it's stupid. Well, what do you think about it? Most controversy surrounding media and entertainment is stupid when you think about it. It's just a lot of people complaining about stuff that really doesn't matter. You know, like sometimes it's warranted, but other times it's just like, what are we doing here, people? So yeah, again, with the Little Mermaid movie that's coming out, a lot of people are complaining because Little Mermaid Ariel is played by a black actress, and you guys already know the usual suspects, as always. I mean, every single time there's a person of color in anything that was played by a white person or whatever, people just have issues. It's such a tired argument. I just don't want to deal with it anymore, because it's these people. First off, they never cared about that stuff in the first place, and it's just all about this go woke, go broke nonsense. What I care about is the fact that the movie itself, at least from the trailers, visually looks like dog shit. But that's just all the Disney remakes as of late. I'm sorry, y'all. The Lion King remake destroyed me. You guys know The Lion King is my all-time favorite Disney movie, all-time favorite animated movie. That thing is a sin against humanity. Jon Favreau must have picked up the fattest of paychecks, because that shit, bro. How do you do this? How do you ruin The Lion King, bro? How do you take Lion King and Shang Tsung the soul out of it, bro? Like, it is insane. So yeah, after that movie, I don't get excited about Disney remakes. I don't. And every single time they've come out with some, like the Geppetto Pinocchio thing, that shit. I said the Geppetto movie. The live action Pinocchio movie. The Pinocchio, one of 3 Pinocchio movies that came out last year. Dude. I don't get excited. But you know what? Listen, I admit I am an old man when it comes to this stuff. There are going to be legions of children who are going to grow up with this, and they might end up loving it, especially the little black girls. And I don't want to take anything away from little black girls and their joy. And if they see Ariel that looks like her, I don't want to take that away from them. So if they enjoy it, awesome. But me, myself, and I'm good, Chief. I'm good. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that shit. Oh, my girlfriend's blowing up my phone. She's so beautiful. I love her. Oh man. Oh man. So let me scroll up. There was this question that Sterling, I don't know if Sterling is still here. But yeah, he was asking me something about working out. I have to go see. And if you guys had any other questions from beforehand I didn't answer, feel free to ask them. I'll try to get to them. Shit. All this MCU stuff. Okay. This question comes from the Art Legion. Yo, Neo, I got a health-related question. Should I focus now more on strength training? Why did I say strength training? I see a very pretty cat. I focus now more on strength training because when I started my exercise journey, I was 260 and now I'm 214. My goal is to reach 180 and I'm 6'1". So, I mean, congratulations to you, man, on losing, you know, close to 50 pounds, bro. That is incredible. And that is no small feat. That is a major accomplishment. So kudos to you, man. Honestly, I will say, because you are in a really unique situation because you have a lot of body mass to lose, I would say ride the wave as much as you can and do like a recomp, right? So you already lost 50 pounds. Are you still losing weight? Because I would say keep riding the wave, keep strength training. And then when you stop losing weight, that's when you can start making adjustments to your diet, start adding in more cardio, things like that. But the important thing is to never stop weightlifting. You know what I'm saying? Like, still weightlift, still do resistance training, still do those things, because that is going to help tone your body. It's going to help build muscle. It's going to help make you look overall better as opposed to just losing a lot of weight, which is what a lot of people want. A lot of people say, yeah, I want to lose weight, but I want to look better too. Well, that comes from resistance training. You know, whether you are, you know, hitting the bag, whether you're, you know, doing jujitsu, whether you're just like a power lifter, you're doing strongman, you got to do things outside of just losing the weight if you want to truly transform your body. Let's see. Okay. Hey, yeah, shout out to my homie Rhino, who's checking in from Universal Studios. My man, I know you having fun out there. Some father-son bonding. That is amazing, bro. Love to see it. Hey, what's up, Bella? How you doing, sis? It's good to see you. Where's your father at? I haven't seen Angel in a while. He's probably busy working. Do you think a Nintendo Switch is still worth buying if you've never owned one? Well, Ross, what it comes down to is there games you want to play? Is there a good enough library of stuff that you are fiending that isn't available on any other platform? If so, then you have your answer. Now, there are consistent rumors that at some point in the future, Nintendo is going to release a new Switch, whether that's a Switch 2 or a super powered Switch, whichever. But honestly, like, if you really want to play the games now, then buy the Switch, play them. Because the thing about Nintendo stuff is that it's not as if you buy it now and it's going to depreciate. Nintendo stuff holds its value, right? So all the games that you buy, like, bro, there's still launch games on the Switch that go for $60. It's absolutely insane. And with the new Switch model, like, let's say you buy a Switch now, you play a lot of games, and then the new Switch comes out next year, you can always sell your Switch and upgrade if you still like playing Switch stuff. So I would say, yeah, if there's a lot of games you want to play, absolutely. Oh, he wants to have a game night? Awesome. Yeah, well, we got to go ahead and coordinate guys night too. I know we're trying to aim for like April. We definitely want to do that. Oh, we got the homie Blue Senshi in the chat. What's up, my brother, with a $9.99 super chat. Even though I just turned 25, I still get asked for my ID to confirm my age. I do not look my age. I went to my cousin's party last Saturday and security asked me for my ID, bro. I thought I was under... The bro thought I was underage. No, you know what the funny thing is? Me and my girl got carded a few weeks ago. It was the craziest thing. Now, mind you, this might be because we were in the city. And, you know, certain restaurants and bars, just to keep people out, they always card them up front. But we went into this, like, we were in the Bronx, bro. We weren't even deep in the city like that. But we went to this restaurant, very, like, chill restaurant, nothing crazy. And the guy was at the front. He was just like, hold on, I need to ID y'all. And I was like, whoa, I haven't gotten ID'd in years, bro. But then again, that's probably just a city thing too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stopped getting ID'd when I was 22. People stopped IDing me. 22. Because that's around the time I started like growing out like my facial hair and I started working out. Yeah, like 22. Under 45 gets carded in New York City. Well, there you go. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. That game being $70 is wild, bro. But you know what? Listen, I'm buying it. I don't give a fuck. That's why I stopped complaining about Nintendo shit, bro. Because I'm a part of the problem. If Nintendo comes out here with Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD in a 2-pack, I'm a fucking hypocrite. I'm supporting it. I don't care. Like that's why I stopped complaining about Nintendo fans. Because if Nintendo does something that I like, I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna be a hypocrite, and I'm gonna call myself out. When did Neo become a demon slayer? Yes, sir. My boy Zenitsu. Thunder breathing. First form. Wait, what was it? Was it first form or was it? I forgot. Thunderclap and Flash. One of them. GameStop always be IDing. Dude, I remember. Oh man, I remember at one time I got ID'd when I tried to buy well, I mean, I was young as fuck at the time, but like I thought that because I was over 6 feet tall, I could buy Grand Theft Auto 4 from Best Buy. You know what I'm saying? Like I was 6 feet tall when I was like 13, 14 years old. And I remember I went to Best Buy thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna buy GTA 4, bro. And that person carded me with the quickness, man. I was so sick. I was so sick. What do you like to cook the most? Honestly, Colin, as of late, I love cooking burgers, bro. Nice healthy burgers and shit. Healthy burgers, homemade sweet potato fries. It's good, bro. $5 coming in from Kid Cool 1827. Yo, Neo, for a potential Persona 6, what do you think of playing as like a detective or a person with a 9 to 5? I think anything but another school setting. Kid Cool, you speaking my language, my brother. I've been preaching this since I beat Persona 5 when it came out. I was like, Persona 5 is amazing. We've done everything we can. We've done everything we can in a high school setting. We have expanded all the options in the world. We need to move on. We need to move up. We got to be at least in college. Because when you're in college, it invites a whole new different batch of individuals. Because you can have somebody who's in college, if you want the school setting vibe, right? You could do the school setting scenario. But at the same time, you could have somebody who maybe didn't want to go to college. Maybe they entered straight into the workforce, so they can do that stuff too. You can have so many other options to play with. Like with the school setting, it's so fucking limiting. And unfortunately, I feel like we're going to be stuck in the school setting because that's, I don't know. I don't really want to speak too much on other people's cultures, but fuck it, I'm going to do it because everyone does it about Americans. A lot of Japanese entertainment is about escapism. Very rarely do you see stuff about people, like if you compare American media of people who are in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s dealing with problems versus Japanese entertainment about people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s dealing with problems, it's very slim, right? Everything is always about kids in school or kids being the protagonist or kids doing whatever and shit like that. Like every now and then you get thrown a bone where you have like this deep, mature story with like adults going through problems and stuff, but very rarely. Like the fact that Yakuza Like a Dragon came out and it's this JRPG with adults and going through adult problems and shit, that is astonishing to me. And we need more of that shit. High schooler stuff, like we're getting to the point now where they're telling stories with high schoolers that is just starting to get a little unbelievable in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we just like do other shit? You know what I'm saying? Like it's bad enough everything is an isekai. Like just give me a story about a married man going through problems and shit with his family and rekindling his love for his family. You know, like give me a story about like a 30-something-year-old woman, you know, working her ranks through the corporate world and the problems that come with that because she's a woman. Like give me the story about like someone who's just been working their entire life and they forget to live. Like give me these fucking stories with adults. Like I'm sorry, like kids, you can't, it's just like you have a threshold when you limit the age of 17 or 18. Like dude, come on now. Let me get more commentary on different shit. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I would love Persona 6 to at least be in college and give us other stuff. But yeah, it's gonna start getting unbelievable for me with high schoolers, because it's just like, really, high schoolers, really, bro. And we've seen some crazy shit with high schooler stories, but now we're just at that point where it's just like, come on, let's move, let's push past this. Ugh. But you know what the thing is? Again, I'm in the minority. Persona 5 is the highest selling Persona game. Persona 5 finally reached out to not the entirety of the masses, but it sold a shit ton. So now it's just like, you know what? Let's give people something they're more familiar with. So maybe Persona 7. Maybe 7. 7's a lucky number. Maybe Persona 7, all the main characters are killers. They actually are killers, and you have to stop. Yeah, like I was watching Nana a few months ago, and I'm just like, wow, Nana is a story about adults going through adult shit, dude. This is sick. But yeah, again, everything is just, it's a reflection of Japan. Like you guys brought it up in the comment section. They don't want to address those problems, so they create stories to escape those problems, which is why we have a lot of isekais, which is why we have a lot of high fantasy stuff, which is why we have a lot of stuff that reminds them of their youth, where they believed that they could do any and everything in the world, and less stuff about, you know, the realities of the world. Yeah, Persona 2 is awesome. So is Persona 3. Like, I love all the Persona games, man. They're great, but it's just like, if we get stuck in high school again, bro, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I'll enjoy it, but it's like, really? Like, we're doing this again? Like, really? Wow. And I know, like, someone can make that same argument about Pokemon, where it's like, well, Pokemon, you still play as, like, a 10-year-old kid, and he's getting a Pokemon, and that's the same formula. Pokemon and Persona, they're two completely different types of games. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pokemon is just literally, you catch monsters, you battle with them. That's the extent of it. Sometimes they have a decent story, sometimes, most of the time, they don't. But with Persona, it's a lot more complex, and with the narrative, and the writing, and the characters, and all that stuff. If I had to hear one more time about, like, yeah, my dad didn't believe in me because, like, I got hurt and I couldn't compete on the sports team. We get it. Ugh. How would you feel if Persona 6 tackled the multiverse? Oh my god, are you saying, like, multiverse is in, like, all the Persona games? Like, all the characters come back? Or are you saying something like different versions of yourself? Like everything, everywhere, all at once. $4.99 coming in from Blue Senshi. Listing Mario main games from best to worst. Okay, so best to worst. This is Blue Senshi's list. Let's see if you guys agree with this. Best to worst, mainline Super Mario games. Sunshine at the top. Hey. Odyssey at number 2. Okay. 64 DS. Galaxy 1. Galaxy 2. And Mario 64 at the bottom. Mario 64 is overrated, just like The Witcher. Did Don Otaku sign into your account? What is going on now? This is a pretty controversial list. I ain't going front. Sunshine at the top. Listen, I love Sunshine. But if somebody puts Sunshine at the bottom of the list of the Mario tier, I understand. I get it. Right? But man. I love Mario 64, bro. Just because it's overrated, that doesn't mean it's bad. Mario 64 is still my favorite, followed by Galaxy, and then Sunshine, Odyssey after that. Odyssey is really good. I would not say it's overrated. Hell no, man. Sunshine number 1 cap already. Jesus. Persona, everything, everywhere, all at once. That would be sick, man. Neos, what are some good exercises to grow chest other than the bench and the incline bench? Oh, okay. Awesome, Bryce. So the bench, so the thing about when you're doing stuff like the squats, when you're doing stuff like the bench presses, those are good to build overall mass on your frame, and they're very good exercises. But one thing I find is doing a lot of the accessory work is really going to sculpt the muscles. So build the mass using those movements, but do other stuff on top of that to help sculpt it. And you can go heavier and do more reps with a lot of those isolation movements versus the other big movements, which will probably be more taxing on your body. So for the bench, well, not the bench, but for growing your chest, I really like doing high rep cable flies, hitting your body from different angles. So doing it from like low low to high cable flies to work on your upper chest, you know, high to low to work on your lower chest. Like really focusing on doing that, throwing them in like maybe twice a week. In addition to that, I am a big fan of doing dumbbell benches, right? Dumbbell benching is so fucking sick. I find like I'm able to recover from that a lot better, and I get a better squeeze and contraction on my bench doing that. So doing dumbbell benching, doing cable flies is really good. Like obviously doing like high rep push-ups, you know, doing banded push-ups is great. Elevated push-ups where you have your feet on a higher surface and you're doing push-ups that way, that is awesome as well. Anything that you can really do to manipulate stuff and give yourself more tension. Like what else? Like you see a lot of people do like the plate cable thing, like not the plate cable thing, but they'll take like a 45-pound plate and they'll be on the bench and they'll do the thing like that to work like their inner pecs. I mean, to me, that'd be like a tier 4 exercise. It's not something that I would focus on to build your chest. You want to make sure that you have like the bench press as like your main builder, dumbbell bench press after that, and then like flies afterward. You don't really need a lot of crazy stuff to sculpt your bench. Like some of the stuff you see on TikTok and shit, like, oh, do this crazy thing to grow your bench. It's like, come on, man. Like the shit that Arnold did is still working nowadays. Superman versus Goku. Who you got? It depends who's writing Superman. That is very important. That is a very important distinction. Because that's how it is with a lot of these comic mashups. Damn, a lot of people are saying Mario 64 is definitely the worst. That's crazy, bro. I loved Mario 64. I loved it, man. And sure, that might be my nostalgia talking. I'm sorry. Listen, listen. Galaxy is definitely up there just for the soundtrack alone. Is Cyberpunk worth playing now? I would definitely say so, just because it's been patched to hell and back. If you're playing it on the consoles, it has the next gen update. And they're getting ready to come out with an expansion. So I would definitely say now more than ever, give it a shot. I mean, I'm enjoying it from what I've played. I don't think it's as good as The Witcher 3, but it's solid so far. I already know saying that. We know Don Otaku is going to come with the quickness. A multiverse Persona game to celebrate the franchise. I think that would be great, but more as like a DLC sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe not make a whole game around it, but definitely a DLC thing. But then again, if they want to be ballsy and really like go crazy with an 100-hour multiverse RPG, that could be something. Because it's really never been done before on like such a large scale. A whole ass Neo without Don Otaku. Damn, yeah, I know. Isn't it great? Isn't it fantastic? It's so awesome. Play Hi-Fi Rush. It's like the 2010s. Oh, I did start Hi-Fi Rush. I just got pulled away into other games. But from what I played, it's really solid. It's a really solid game. Yeah, they got to put some respect on 64's name, DIMWITMONKEY. Yeah. You saying School Days NKD, and that reminds people of a whole nother series right there. Jesus. I was one of the poor souls who bought Cyberpunk on the base PlayStation 4, abandoned it pretty quick, bought the PS5 last month and installed it again, loving it this time around, I won't lie. That is awesome, Jay. That is awesome. It's crazy. It took 2 years, but it's awesome, bro. Sometimes it's all you need to have a little faith. You need to have a little faith that the game that we made in 2020 will be playable in 2022 and onwards. How did you react to the Budokai Tenkaichi 4 announcement? Yo, man, I was at work when that shit happened. And I just got a flood of texts, and I was just thinking, like, who died? And then everyone starts going crazy, saying Budokai Tenkaichi 4, and I still did not believe it. I watched that trailer. I still didn't believe it. Fucking Budokai Tenkaichi 4 in this era? In this era, bro. Man, that's beautiful. I hope they don't ruin it, though. Neo, will you play the new Warframe expansion next month? You can just jump right into it with no prior knowledge of the game. I'll be there to be confused with you. So you know what the funny thing is, Flame? I tried Warframe twice. When it came out on the PS4, and then ironically, when they put it out on the Switch, I put a few hours into that, and I was having a lot of fun. It was like the game that I played before bed. I put like an hour of Warframe, and then I stopped playing it. I did other shit. But yeah, it was cool, man. Oh, you definitely know this is going to be... Gene, this is Bamco. You know they doing microtransactions for Xenoverse. They did microtransactions for Xenoverse. You best believe they doing that for Budokai Tenkaichi. Hey, Valkian, what's up, Maddie? How you doing? I need to make time to get back to Cyberpunk. You also need to make time to play some other shit that I've been trying to get you to play. But I get it, man. We all busy adults. We living busy lives. Hope you're doing well, man. $5 coming in from Artsy Avanci. Did you break an analog stick playing the Budokai Tenkaichi games? No, I didn't, but I definitely got a couple of blisters and calluses. Like, well, these are from deadlifting, but I got a lot of fucking blisters doing that shit, bro. DBZ games just ruined your hands if they didn't ruin your controllers already. But I feel like they made my hands stronger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So is that a yes or a no? It's a maybe. Neo just PR speaks me. Oh my god. You know what? I'll play it with you because we've never played a game together, Flame. It comes out next week? Comes out next week. Okay, so we can definitely... I'll set it up. I'll just download it. We'll play it. Yeah. Well, I'll do that. I'll do that for you, Flame. I hope that game ain't 100 gigs. Who's the next Don Otaku? I hope there isn't another Don Otaku. Just because no one could replace Don Otaku. And everyone's like, oh. It comes out next month? All right. I got time. I got time to download it. Holy shit, wait a minute. Trapped in My Psych said, I always cheated in Budokai Tenkaichi by putting the analogs on the floor and rotating the controllers super fast. Oh, yeah. You could do that. Yeah. There you go. Do you have a few DBZ games? I remember in a really old video of yours, you said DBZ Legacy of Goku 2 on GBA was your favorite. Yeah, I do. I have a lot of them. So I own, off the top of my head, I own Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1, Budokai 2, Budokai 3. I own the Budokai Tenkaichi trilogy, which I'm sure you guys saw. I just had them. I just had them. Where did they go? I'm going to find them after the stream. I just had them. What the hell? Where are you? Where are they? So I have Budokai Tenkaichi 1, 2, and 3, Budokai 1, 2, and 3, Legacy of Goku 1, Legacy of Goku 2, Boost Fury, Raging Blast 2, DBZ Kakarot. Artsy Avanti actually, Artsy Avanti, I love this dude, because he was just like, yo, I'm gonna donate for you to stream Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And I was like, all right, let's stream it. So we started streaming it, and then like, if we could all collectively look at each other in a room, but we're not in the room, and we were just like, yeah, we're done streaming this. It was so funny. Artsy Monty was just like, ah. Oh, man. But yeah, so I have DBZ Kakarot, which eventually I'll go through if I just need a game. If I just need a game to play and just put on a podcast, I'll go through that. I have DBZ Fighters. I have that on the PlayStation 4. I have that on the Switch. What else do I have? Trying to think, like, what other DBZ games came out? Not a lot, actually. Oh, I have Battle of Z on the Vita because it was like $5. I have Xenoverse 1, Xenoverse 2. Blue Senchi's like, oh, Xenoverse, what? That man put like 800 hours into that game. That's crazy. Shout out to him though. Okay, so I have that. Let's see. Trying to think. I rented a lot of DBZ games. So like I rented Taiketsu. I rented DBZ Sagas. Waste of a rental. I rented what was it? Final Bout 22 or Ultimate Bout 22? No, Final Bout was the GT game. Ultimate Bout 22 was something else. I remember renting those. Didn't really like them too much. Advanced Adventure. Oh, that was my shit. I love that game. Advanced Adventure, Attack of the Saiyans on the DS. That was cool. Revenge of King Piccolo, I remember I rented that one. Yeah, no, but Attack of the Saiyans on the DS was fucking underrated, bro. Fucking underrated, man. Yeah, Boost Fury was my shit, though, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button or Neo will delete your save files. I would never do that. I want y'all to enjoy all your games. Let's see. $9.99 coming in from Long Live Kevin Samuels. Thank you, my brother. You've been tasked to... Oh my God, here we go with these fucking questions. You've been tasked to babysit the Rugrats. What do you do to keep them busy? The catch is, the Rugrats can't fall asleep or leave the playpen, or that will trigger a nuclear explosion in Phoenix. Why Phoenix, of all places? Is that where Rugrats takes place? I don't remember. What do you do to keep them busy? I would just give them a phone. I would give them a phone, because you see kids nowadays and how all it takes is just a phone to keep them preoccupied. So I would definitely give them a phone and just let them do their thing. You know what I'm saying? They just have fun with that. There's endless adventures and apps and Coco Melon videos they could enjoy. Yeah, man, Flame, you speak my language, bro. A turn-based Dragon Ball Z game. I know everybody and their mamas will be like, why? But listen, after years and years of arena fighters and shit, like, sometimes you want something different. I would take a turn-based Hunter x Hunter game, man. What about Super Dragon Ball Z for the PS2? I rented that one too. No, I think I have that one. Yeah, I have that somewhere. My cousin deleted my save files once my dad and I just 100%ed into the game, never letting him live that down. Oh, he a hater. He a hater for real, bro. But you know what? I ain't gonna front. I did that shit one time too. Ah, man, I'm not proud of this moment. I told this story before, right? I've told this story, right? Man, fuck it. Here we go. Oh, man. So, man, I'll go see Neo in a different light. Listen, Neo was a different kid. So, man, listen, time. Yes, sir. Jason, I need to put that on a shirt. You're right, bro. All right. So, oh, man. Rewind the clock to winter 2003. I want to say it's like maybe March. So we're going back 20 years, right? My mom used to run a daycare. She used to run a daycare service out of the house. And we had a snow day. And occasionally, if for whatever reason, I don't know why, if there was a snow day, oh, this is the reason why. Because since my mom ran a daycare and she took care of kids, occasionally the people who she took care of, like their kids, if they had siblings, they would stay here because, you know, they can't stay at home because their parents have to go to work or whatever. So my mom was taking care of this little kid and he had siblings, right? And the siblings came over to our place when there was a snow day. And, you know, at that point I was just like, fuck, bro, like, why are these kids here? Because, you know, it was a snow day. Because growing up, like, I remember told you guys this, we weren't allowed to play video games unless it was like a spring break or a Christmas break or a 3-day weekend or something. Like, my mom was vehemently against us playing video games or having fun. You know what I'm saying? So, she was like, you know what? It's a snow day. You know, it was a snow day on a Friday, which was awesome. She's like, you guys can have your PlayStation 2. You can play Kingdom Hearts. And I was just like, oh my God, we can play Kingdom Hearts. We can continue it. And remember, the last time we played Kingdom Hearts was during like Christmas break or Martin Luther King Day or whatever. So we only, like, it took us a solid 3 months to finish Kingdom Hearts 1. So here we are on the snow day. We're playing it. And you know how it is when you got other people in the house and you got to entertain them and you all got to take turns playing games and blah, blah, blah and all that shit. So we were doing the most fucking convoluted thing that day, right? So we had our Kingdom Hearts file, right? We were, I think, my sister and I were in Agrabah, right? So we were in Agrabah. This might be why I have such a hatred for Agrabah. We were in Agrabah and we wanted to play it, but we could only play for like a solid, I want to say, hour before the other kids used our PS2 to play their Kingdom Hearts save file. And they were doing stuff, right? And so I was like, all right, so we got an hour into Agrabah and now we got to go. And this dude is stuck in deep jungle. And so now I'm just sitting here just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what is happening? Kermit the Frog, we're just talking about the time where Neo, all right, Kermit the Frog, I need your opinion on this, man. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole? Listen, I need y'all to ask if I'm the asshole. So we get an hour into Agrabah, which really ain't much considering, you know, it's not like we're focused playing an hour at Agrabah. We had to entertain with other kids, and he was saying some dumb shit. Because I remember I died at like the pot centipede fight, and he was saying all this dumb shit. You have to do this, and I was like, no, you don't have to fucking do that. You can't hit him. So he was really getting annoying, and I'm like, yeah. So then we booted up his save file. We were doing deep jungle shit, and this dude was taking like forever to beat Sabor, bro. Forever to beat Sabor. I was just like, you have to dodge out of the way. You have to do this. You have to do that. I'm just trying to like coach him. And he was just like, no, I got it. And literally, it got to the point where I was just like so fucking annoyed, bro. I was like, oh my fucking God, what is happening here, bro? Like I was visibly angry, right? And it got to the point, like, you know, after we played like an hour each, we go downstairs, we eat lunch, I come back, and then, you know, my sister and I were playing and blah, blah, blah. And then an hour came and they were playing. And then, like, this motherfucker's still at the same point. I was just like, oh my fucking God, I'm getting pissed off with this dude. And he was annoying me all throughout the process. Like, when I was playing the game, I was keeping my mouth shut, but then he was annoying me. And I was just like, man, this motherfucker is annoying, bro. And so at that point, I was fucking angry afterwards, because then my mom, because, you know, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock came, the mom came to pick up the kids. And everything. We were all downstairs and we were talking because we, you know, my mom was like, of course, being a respectful parent, she's like, kids, come downstairs, say hello to blah blah blah. And we were talking about everything and all that stuff. And the mom was asking like, how was your time with blah blah blah? And I was like, oh, it was cool, I guess, you know, blah blah blah. And I was just really not trying to like be in that scenario, and so I just removed myself. And then, man, I was just so pissed off because I literally wasted. Because mind you, remember, we only got to play Kingdom Hearts on that day. My mom afterwards, she took the PlayStation 2. So we really, all things considered, put maybe like an hour and a half into Kingdom Hearts that day, when we should have put bare minimum like 6 to 8 hours. I got so pissed off at this kid because whether he knew it or not, he caused this shit. And at that point, my ancestors were fucking looking at me and they were just like, you know what must be done. So we had paused his save file, and before this man left, he forgot to save the game. And mind you, this dude wasn't well aware of like RPG lingo. You had to like save before you do everything, you know? Any and everything. And so I was like, we were paused at this one point in Deep Jungle, and he had finally beat Sabor, and I was just like, turn off the PS2. I'm sorry, y'all. It's not my proudest moment. That motherfucker really annoyed me. I'm sorry. I'm the asshole. I don't care, man. This is my villain origin story. That dude, like, we could have been playing that game for like 6 to 8 hours, and this motherfucker was stuck on Sabor for fucking ever. And annoying as shit. Did he ever find out? I don't know. But he wasn't serious enough that if it took him this long to beat Sabor, I don't think he ever finished Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, the kid brought their memory card. Because my mom said, yeah, you know, I'm going to bring the PlayStation 2 out, and they can play games, and they can take turns and all that shit. And I was like, ah. So listen, it's not my fault that he didn't save the game. I just turned off the PS2. He said, get my memory card. I said, okay, turn off the PS2. I got him the memory card. Like, that's it. I didn't do anything wrong. I just didn't save the game. I just didn't fucking save the game. I don't think, you know what, now I think about it, I'm not the asshole. Hell nah. Oh, what's up, Blackmon? I didn't call it shit, bro. What's up, Arsonist? Neo, what's your favorite arc in Hunter x Hunter? I love the Chimera Ant arc. I don't care what people say. Yeah, it's overrated. Blah, blah, blah. I love it. It's crazy. You never saw him after that? I mean, I did, but like only in passing. You know what I'm saying? Like he would be in the car, and like when his mom would come and pick up the kid, like that was the only time I would see him. But like You know, he didn't save the game. He didn't ask me to save the game. I just turned off the PS2. That's it. Oh, God. Here goes Black Bond. Black Bond, what's not overrated? What's not overrated? What's not overrated, bro? Dating girls of color? Yes, exactly. That isn't overrated. I'm glad it took you 40 years to realize that. Hey, Aaron Stallings. Good to see you, bro. All you did was follow directions, that's all. Yes, thank you, David. I was just following orders. That was it, bro. That was it, bro. Oh, man. But am I the asshole, you guys? Just be honest. Just be honest. Be honest. Not because y'all know me. Just be honest. Am I the asshole for not saving his game? He asked me to get the memory card. I got the fucking memory card. Wait, Black Bond, you're not dating that black chick? I thought you were dating that black chick, bro. Bro, no, Bond. This makes it even worse. Damn it, Bond. When you gonna start dating some women of color? We need to get you like a Puerto Rican or Dominican or something, bro. Something, bro. Something. I thought you were dating that black chick, bro. What happened? Man. Alright, so let's see. Am I the asshole? Flame says yes. Red Sage says not at all. Dylan says no. Acebreaker says yeah. Blue Sage says nah. Nah, I would have been beefing. Well, listen, why did it take him 2 hours to beat Sabor? Like, I'm just being real, and I'm not that great at video games. You guys have seen me play. At least I beat Sabor. You're a villain. No, like, he didn't ask me to save the game. Listen, if you play RPGs, you know to save every 2 minutes. Man, Black Bond. So wait, you went from a Puerto Rican with double D's to a white girl with double A's? What? Anyways, man. Fuck them kids. Listen, they be aight. They be aight, man. Listen. Sometimes, like, being black in life, we go through playing games with fucking all types of shit. It's called the game of life, man. We already playing on the hardest difficulty. He don't know about that. This makes it sound even worse. I'm incriminating myself even more. Hey, you know what the funny thing is? I just re-downloaded the Kingdom Hearts games. Let's fucking get it. I don't know who invented this quote, but you were not a dumb kid, you were a kid. But, like, I think I made an executive decision. She defeated me three times straight in Mario Kart. There was no choice. Hey, listen, there you go, Bond. You saying she's strap on in the household? Let's go. Anyways, nah, my girlfriend, she plays a lot of Mario Kart. She plays a lot of Smash Bros. Too, man. And she was just like, yeah, I could probably kick her ass in Smash Bros. I was just like, you probably could. And then I asked her, have you ever been in a room with people who play Smash Bros? And she was just like, this is when I knew I was in fucking love with this girl. I asked her, what you know about the Smash Bros. Stank? And she was just like, let me tell you about the stank. I was like, oh, I love this girl. Well, Corey, what do you think I'm doing, Corey? I re-downloaded the Kingdom Hearts games for that reason. Come on, Corey. Come on, bro. Come on, OG. For that reason. I don't know, Corey's just listening in the background. He's just like, oh, he's talking about Kingdom Hearts now. Let's go. For that reason, Corey. You said you only play Smash Bros. To Smash Sore? What? Huh? If you were leaving your apartment at the door and you heard loud banging and yelling saying, where are the drugs on your floor, knowing there's been shootings there, would you call the cops? I ain't saying shit, bro. I ain't saying shit. No one bother me. Nobody bother me. That's it, bro. Because what I don't know won't hurt me. Taught bro a life lesson. Yeah, save your game. And no, and me telling you guys this, something horrible is going to happen to me. My save data on something is going to get corrupted. I just know it. Shout out to the cloud saves. Shout out to cloud saves unless you play on PlayStation or Nintendo. Damn. You turned that innocent boy into a heartless. Well, this could be the plot of the new Kingdom Hearts games. It could be. It could be. Like, I just wrote a potential multi-million selling game. Hold up, this nigga folding in love already? Man, listen, she know about the Smash Bros. Stank. She an anime head. She be doing all that shit, bro. She be buying me stuff. She be taking me out on dates. She be whining and dining me. I'll be like, oh, man. Did you ever beat Lingering Will though? Oh yeah, absolutely. I just never beat the boss in Birth by Sleep, the secret boss. I never did that. And I still have to do the Kingdom Hearts 3 secret boss. We should call them Neo X. That sounds like something wild. Man, if someone deleted your save files for Persona 4, there would be trouble. Now, you know what it is though? I ain't gonna front. If I was playing a game for, like, for example, if I made it 180 hours into Persona 5 Royal and I'm towards the end and my save file got corrupted and deleted, I'm not restarting the game. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm done. That's it. Because certain games, you can't do it. It's just too much. If it's 5 hours, yeah. But if it's 180 hours, nah. When are you going to pop the question? In a couple of years, if shit continues going well. I like to take my time getting to know somebody, you know? Because, you know, that's the thing. Like, the good times are good, but you gotta see everything for who... You gotta see people for exactly who they are, and that takes a lot of time. And I ain't in no rush, you know what I'm saying? I'm only 29. I'm only 29 wearing my Zenitsu garb. I love it. Oh, yeah, Bond was the type saying, oh, I don't want to date a girl gamer. Can't do that, because when I'm with a girl, I want to do other things outside gaming. And she whooped that ass right quick. Damn. Bond, you did say you never date a gamer, though. You went against one of the Book of Bond, bro. The tenets of Bond, man. I want cookies right now. Me too, Bella. I could go for some cookies. I could go for, you know what I could go for? We were talking about tacos. I can go for some Mexican food. I mean some Dominican food later, but I can go for some Mexican food right now. What are your thoughts on Genshin Impact? It is a game that people play, and it's very popular, and the fan base is insane. Well, I've never personally played it, so I can't speak on it. Like, Genshin Impact, Fortnite, like, all those big multiplayer games and shit that people be playing, I kind of missed the boat on them. Oh, B-Rex Media, that was Jason, JFam388. He gifted memberships for people. Have you told your girlfriend about your true self deleting save files? Oh, Jesus, y'all ain't gonna never let me live that shit down. Oh, no, I haven't, but I'll let her know. She might be, no, she's not watching the stream tonight. She is texting me, though. You know the wildest thing about my girlfriend? She told me that she stalked my Twitter while we were getting to know each other, and I was just like, how did you find my Twitter? And she's like, well, you know, you posted one thing with you and your friends, and then I looked at your friend, and then I found your friend on Twitter, and I saw he followed, and I found you, and I was like, that's interesting detective work. What is it about women who do this shit? And I'm just like, you know, you could have just followed me. And she's like, oh, I know. Have you told your girlfriend about the love stories on Legend of Heroes? That doesn't even make any sense, Bond. Nah, women are fucking detectives about shit, bro. That's why I don't fuck with social media anymore. Yeah, you can't find Jason on social media at all. The only thing you're gonna find about Jason on social media is that the fact there's nothing on social media. Oh, you might bake some cookies tomorrow? Shit. If you bake some cookies, Bella, send them to me. I'll pay for the shipping. Because I know you'd be throwing down in the kitchen, Bella. You'd be making like all the cookies. Neo, would you agree that the Boo arc in Kai could have been a lot better? Oh, absolutely, Aiden. Like, there's a lot of shit about Kai that I love to death. You guys know this, but they cheaped out in a lot of respects. Like, they left some of the filler in. There's this weird green tint going on. You know, like the animation is not as consistent. Like, that Boo saga should have been pristine, and they just fucked it up, man. They just fucked it up. What if your girlfriend pops the question? I don't have an answer for that. I really don't. If a girl proposes to me, I don't, what the fuck? I can't do that, bro. I'm sorry. What would y'all do if any of y'all who are married or y'all dating somebody, what would you do if your girl proposed to you? Like, honest to God, don't act tough for the internet. Don't do whatever. I'd just be like, what? I can't do that shit. I might throw some cinnamon in there. Bam! Hey, what's up, Darkstar? How much time you have left, Neo? Just got back from work. You know what, Darkstar? Because you just got back from work. I'm gonna go 18 minutes, guys. We're gonna go until 9 p.m. I'd be speechless. I would definitely be speechless. Not because of the proposal. Not because it's her, but it's just the proposal. I'm just like, this is different. Does your girlfriend know about your other girlfriend in Persona? Oh, yeah. She said we can have a threesome, so that's cool. Yeah, no, my girl, like, when me and my girl were watching the new Bleach season, she was just like, yo, if Yoruichi asks to have sex with you, I would say yes. And I want to watch. And I was like, oh, it's like, I see this as an absolute win because I win in every scenario. I'm not a big Armored Core fan like that, so I can't really get excited for it. I know Black Bond be playing all them mech shits. Black Bond can break it down. Neo, the girls in Persona are not legal. Bond, we know that. We're just... Bond... Stop it. We know that. We're saying if we were all the same age. Yoruichi would have me doing scandalous activities here. Yoruichi is bad, bro. She is fire, man. My girlfriend and I started talking after she asked if we wanted to hook up, and I said no, but here we are 5 years later. Great things start in odd ways. Yeah, it's the weirdest of things, bro. It's the weirdest of things. I asked my girl out to go see a mid One Piece movie, and here we are, man. Shit's good. $2 from Julian Phoenix. Do you play RTS games? Not as often as most people do. Like, I have not played an RTS game in a few years. It's been a while. Upgrade to the real legendary women. Ah, Jesus. Bond, don't you got literally anything else to do? Like, anything else? Like, Bond always pops in, but it's only 5 minutes. Now, this man just got nothing better to do. This man is over here probably making dinner and just, man, this fucking guy. What are your top 10 Cartoon Network shows? There's a lot, but my favorite Cartoon Network show is Ed, Edd n Eddy. I love that shit to death. The amount of times that I'm fucking holding my stomach laughing at that show, I love it. Yeah, this man Bond, exactly. Bond Wildin'. I'm getting a massage and my hair washed by my girl. So wait a minute. Your girl's giving you a massage and you're texting about another man. Listen, I don't know what it is about dating white women that make you do some weird things, Bond, but listen, more power to you, bro. Power to you, Bond. Neo, where do the stairs go? Well, listen, my parents took them down because I'm grounded, bro. We watching you. Fuck you, Bond. Listen, I don't need to know all that. I don't need to know all that, bro. Oh, Mario's just like, that's strange. Yeah, Bond is he's an interesting character. There's only one of him. Nah, but for real though, shout out to Bond though. Bond, yo, I'll never forget the one time this man Bond, I think Bond was the very first agitator in this Dark Souls community. Like, before people got on folks about, like, you know, the whole Dark Souls difficulty discussion and blah, 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 Bond was like the first person to roast Dark Souls for not having like voice chat. And then this man did a review. This is when I knew, like, this one I was like, Bond is just that fucking dude. Bond did a review for, I think, the first, it might have been Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 2, one of the Dark Souls games, but it was before 3. He did a review of Dark Souls, and he said, like, for the hardcore, mature player or whatever, and it was him doing the review in silence. But it's not like he muted the video. Dude, Bond turned the camera on. And because he wished that there was voice chat in it and there wasn't, and people roasted him, he did a review of the game. He turned the camera on. He had the mic on. And he was just speaking. So he's just mouthing shit, talking about the game. And that shit went on for like, I think 2-3 minutes, bro. Oh my God, bro. Oh, Joy, that shit was so toxic, but I loved it. I loved it. This shit was funny as fuck, bro. That shit was funny as fuck. He didn't even mute the video. He recorded it. Where is the review? Let me see. Hold on. Y'all go to Bond's channel and watch Black Bond Left before I gave him his props. Watch. Let me see. Black Bond Dark Souls. Okay, here it is. So you type in Black Bond, Bond with an O, Dark Souls hardcore review for the hardcore gamer. It's 2 minutes and 46 seconds. This motherfucker is in a suit and tie and drinking Sunny D, and he just starts the stream. Oh my god. The thing is, you can hear the fucking computer fan and the AC in the background. Oh, that shit was so funny. $4.99 coming in from Blue Senshi. I forgot to save yesterday while playing Persona 4 Gold, and I lost all my data from the Mitsuo Kubo dungeon. Uninstalled it after the last super chat for now. Oh my god, so you uninstalled it and it's the last super chat for now. Well, I appreciate your support, Blue Senshi, and yeah, man, it be like that sometimes. When you don't save, that's part of the reason why I do like playing on the Xbox Series consoles, because of quick resume. So like, let's say for example, if I'm playing a game and for whatever reason the power goes out and I didn't save, at least with quick resume, it holds my progress, unless the game itself like had like an update or whatever. But yeah, I save at any and every opportunity. So if I saved and I lost 20 minutes of progress, that's fine. But man, I remember there was one time I played Persona 5, I lost 7 hours of progress because the power went out. I was sick. I was furious, bro. I was done. I've been rejected by 7 girls in the past 2 years, so I'm taking a long break from dating and relationships. Well, why were you rejected, B-Rex Media? Let's get to the bottom of that so you don't have to take a break. Because it's not about taking a break, bro. It's about analyzing what went wrong and figuring out what you need to do to be better. Been playing Metro Prime 4 lately and loving it, making me think why didn't I jump on it sooner. Yeah, Metro Prime is awesome. It's great. I can't wait for them to re-release 2 and 3. I fucking loved 3, man. Yeah, Sunny D, man. That was Bond's drink of choice. That man Bond was different, bro. That man Bond was like drinking Sunny D at like 6 p.m. in the afternoon. I don't know. That's kind of weird to me, bro. No, I don't know if y'all remember. Y'all remember that video of Bond where he was doing the video walking around in the suit? Bond was doing that video walking around in the suit complaining about people at the grocery store. He was talking about the first of the month. You see all the hood rat ratchet people and shit. Bond was really the originator of all this stuff, bro. Watch Bond leave a comment saying something about Metroid Prime Remastered and why I don't have it. No, this fucking nigga, I swear to God, Hey, listen, life is all about self-improvement, Pooh. Take your time improving yourself. That's what matters. Yeah, bro. One of these days I'll go through Persona 4 Gold, and I'll probably go through Persona 3, 4, and I'll throw in another playthrough of 5 Royal after I beat it before I start Cold Steel. Again. What's up, B? How you doing? My girl wants to know why your girl ain't get it for you. Because my girl just bought me a $200. Okay, let me stop. Yeah, dude, I haven't watched the new Jedi Survivor trailer. I'm going dark on that. I'm going dark on that until the game comes out, so that way everything is a surprise. Do you recall the stream where Bond was swimming during the podcast? Yeah, I remember that shit. Bond was swimming, and he, not only that, Bond put his camera that was like capturing the stream at like 14 frames per second. He put his camera up to the pool, and he was like doing backstrokes and shit to, I don't know, to prove something to BG or whatever. Bond is a different dude. Bond is definitely a different dude. What can I say? There's only one guy like him. You deserve more. You are the table. Well, I would rather my girl buy me nice expensive pairs of sneakers versus a Metro Prime Remaster, which I can find myself. You know? And if I really wanted it, I would get it. But now I'm just like, I'll wait. Hey, Uncharted 2 is goated, Karama. Uncharted 2 is awesome, man. Yeah, nice pair of fucking sneakers, Bond. What, you got a problem with sneakers? Well, you got a problem with, like, real world shit? He's like, sneakers? Well, no one really talks about Persona 1 and 2 for good reason. No, number one, because they're not accessible to the modern audiences. And number two, Persona 1 and 2 are very different by comparison to 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, and 5 are, for the most part, cut from the same cloth. Of course, they have their differences and improvements as you get further along. But the first two games, especially the first one, is, yeah, it's not what people expect. Sneakers aren't legendary. Oh Jesus. Oh yeah, I need to get penny loafers, but no penny in it. I need to put a quarter in the loafer. That's how I'm living like Bond. I'm living like Larry. Bond has the first 2 games. Congratulations, Bond. I have Persona 2. Neo, do you have any PS5 suggestions for any games to get? If we're talking about PS5 games, there's not really a lot of PS5 only games that are great. You know what I'm saying? Like shit that can only be done on the PS5. Like Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is cool. If you like roguelike games, Returnal is fun. But everything else on the PS5, for the most part, is also on the PS4. So the only thing you're really getting out of the PS5 is better performance and better visuals, if you care about that stuff. But as far as like next gen only PS5 experiences, like Gotham Knights, Callisto Protocol, isn't that on older consoles? I don't know. Hogwarts Legacy until it comes out on the older systems, but the way it is, yeah, Pi Studios brought it up. The PS5 is the best PS4. Absolutely, because there really aren't a lot of PS5 only games that truly be like, yo, I definitely want to play this shit only on the PS5. I was just thinking about living like Larry. Absolutely. Iconic, man. Damn, this man said his PS5 was a Hulu machine? I don't know about all that, bro. Oh, you already got all those games? Well, Kingdom Hearts Gamer, I have nothing to recommend for you, my friend, because there really isn't anything else. Final Fantasy 16 is looking really good. So if that game slaps, I would definitely say get a PS5 for Final Fantasy 16. But as it stands, PS5 is the best PS4 out there, and it's awesome. Your hair is looking fresh, Neo. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Such a nice comment. Buy Octopath Traveler 2 on PS5. No, what you need to do is get Octopath Traveler on Stadia. That's what the world needs. More Stadia support. My Xbox One X is my Hulu machine. My TV is my Hulu machine. The only time I ever use my console for like streaming apps is Funimation, because the Funimation PS5 app is leagues better than the shit that's on like the TVs and stuff. But yeah, other than that, I just use my smart TV for all my apps. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts gamer. Maybe Kingdom Hearts 4 might be a good PS5 game. Maybe. So we'll see. I mean, this year should be much better for PS5 exclusives. Neo, what temperature do you consider shorts weather? I'm trying to figure out what to pack. Okay, so this is very subjective based off where you live. Because if you live at a place where it's like always hot and you have a situation where it's kind of cold, you know, your answers are going to differ exponentially versus someone who lives in a place where it's always cold, and then when it's a little hot, you put shorts or whatever. I like to think so shorts weather for me is it depends on the humidity, number one. But to me, I like wearing shorts if it's like 70 degrees. Like to me, that's considered shorts weather. Anything else, you run the risk of it potentially being like a really cold, like 65 degree weather day. So I go 70 and up for shorts. Anything below, I'm still wearing pants for the most part. 61 degrees in DC, I would definitely say wear pants. Definitely wear pants. Shorts is like 70 and up because you're more comfortable and you appreciate that. For white people, it's 50 and up. No, honestly, Bond, I would say for white people, if it's like 37 degrees, that's when they bust out the shorts. Like the amount of white dudes I see wearing shorts, I don't know. White people just built different for that. If it's like 40 degrees, I see a white guy wearing shorts. Wearing shorts, a hoodie, maybe got some sandals on. I'd be like, this man different, bro. Have you ever been to Comic-Con? Yeah, I've been to Comic-Con a few times. I went to New York Comic-Con, I went 3 times to New York Comic Con. Went to Otakon a few times. Went to E3. Yeah. I haven't been to Comic Con in a few years just because it's gotten so big that it's just so crowded. You literally can't do anything. Anytime you want to go to like a panel or see somebody, you have to wait for hours. At that point, it kind of takes away from the experience. So like, if I do go to a Comic Con, I might go for just one day just to see the sites and maybe buy some stuff. But I do like more smaller cons, or at least cons that are like more niche specific. Comic-Con is just more general pop culture, so you're going to have a lot more people versus an Otakon, which it still pulls in a lot of people, but you can still do stuff at those conventions. You can still go to panels. You can still, like, there's just more shit to do. Did you go to the Trails Con? Oh my God, Black Bond. Did I go to the Trails Con? I didn't even know it existed. Where is this Trails Con, Bond? Oh, you need to be legendary to figure that out. Yeah, okay, Bond. TrailsCon is legendary. You met the real life Peter Griffin guy. Yeah, I saw an ad for that, Jason. Like, I saw an ad saying, like, meet the real life Peter Griffin. What does your girlfriend think about bald people? You know what, Bond? That's a good question. I gotta ask her. Hold on. Let me send her a voice message. Hold on, wait. 1 second. I'll see if she replies. Okay. Hey, babe. So, one of these weirdos in my stream has a question for you. He wants to know, what do you think about bald people? What are your thoughts on bald people? Give me your honest answer. Mind you, I fucking hate this dude. Neo with that 14 Pro Max. Yes, sir. That Thanos Pro Max. Got that shit on deck. Yes, sir. Guest star and the girlfriend. She's gonna listen to that message and be like, what the fuck? Bald people? She'd be like, why? We'll see. You know what? I'll go for an extra 5 minutes to see if she answers that question. Guest starring the girlfriend. Yeah, she did guest star. She sent a voice message on a stream a few weeks ago. That was kind of spicy though. For those who were there, she's probably extremely confused on the subject matter of your streams. I explained shit to her, and she's just like, first off, she thinks y'all are bullies because Chipotle mayo is awesome. Number one. And she says she eats Chipotle mayo off my anyways. I digress. I'm hungry. I'm getting kind of hungry. I should probably get some food. But I'll go an extra 5 minutes. But was the message legendary? Bond. What do I want tonight? Damn, this fucking place I usually get cheesesteaks from. They just raised their prices again. I don't know about all that, bro. I do not know about all that. Oh, your wife just bought truffle mayo? That is sick. Truffle, I like truffle parm fries. That shit is pretty good, bro. Jujutsu Kaisen 0 arrives Thursday on Blu-ray. It's still not on Blu-ray. Didn't that movie come out last year? What the fuck? How much they asking for a cheesesteak? At this one spot, bro, they asking like, well, for a big old cheesesteak, the cheesesteak is like this big. Like this big. They're asking for like, well, it's not a regular cheesesteak. It's an extra. Like, I go extra with my cheesesteaks and shit. They're asking like $21 for that shit, bro. What's your girlfriend's favorite anime? It's a three-way tie between Sailor Moon, One Piece, and Bleach. Not legendary. Neo, where the mayo at? It's in the fridge, bro. It's in the fucking fridge. Yeah, $21. I mean, it's a good cheesecake, but it ain't Philly prices, bro. Are you a Mega Man fan? I do enjoy the Mega Man games. Not as much as Bond here. Bond came out the womb playing Mega Man. He beat Mega Man. Which Mega Man did this man beat? He beat a Mega Man at 3. Allegedly. But I'm excited. I did enjoy. I played a lot of the Battle Network games. And Bond's going to be like, it all makes sense. That's not legendary. Would you date a girl if one of her favorite animes is Serial Experiments Lain? I mean, I don't mind if someone's favorite anime is like different or weird or whatever. It just depends how you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like if some girl told me her favorite anime is Monster, I'd be like, fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ichigo's the worst protagonist of all time. That nigga can't fight. That's a fact, Bond. And that's how I'd be roasting her about it. I'd be like, yo, your boy Ichigo, how he still get clapped every fucking season. Every season. Holy shit, Bond and I agreed on something. That's crazy. Hold up. So your girl loves Bleach, but you think it's mid and y'all are together? That's true love. Absolutely. I tell her this, like, I'm watching this new Bleach season with you because I like you a lot. I don't give a fuck about Bleach. But I'm not going front. The new season of Bleach is actually decent. I'm enjoying this new season of Bleach more than like most of the time I spent watching Bleach. Y'all got me fucked up with this like counter. Get that shit at 80 or we gonna have some problems. Yo, shout out to Daniel Pack, the enforcer, our favorite penguin. If y'all enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that like button. Helps out the channel tremendously. The fire burned me. Jesus, Bella. Be careful. Listen, I want the cookies, but not that bad. You gotta take care of yourself, Bella. We don't want the hellfire. Neo should look up this anime from Explanation Point called The Anime Where a Boy Marries a What? What the fuck is a what? A moon? Oh my god, I don't even understand. When did you fall off of Sonic? I fell off of playing Sonic games in the late 2000s. I think the last Sonic game that like the mid 2000s was a really bad period for Sonic stuff. Like you had some stuff there that I enjoyed a lot that other people didn't. Like I really liked Sonic Heroes. I don't care what people say. That to me, it has its problems. I had fun with it. Shadow the Hedgehog was fucking ridiculous, but I love the premise. You know what it is? When I got to Sonic 06 and Sonic and the Secret Rings, that era, like I played Sonic and the Secret Rings, and I was just like, so he just doesn't stop. He's just on rails all the time. What are we doing here? What's happening? And at that point, that's when I stopped playing most of it. And then I came back with Colors, and I really liked Colors. And I played Sonic 4 Episode 1, and I was like, this feels weird. Like, I was like, it's better, but this feels weird. It's not like the classic stuff. So yeah, like around that era, Sonic Unleashed probably burned him. Well, the daytime levels in Sonic Unleashed were good. You used that one Sonic theme as song as a theme. That's a deep cut, Jason, but it's true. I did. Because that Night of the Wind from Sonic and the Black Knight, that was a good song. But listen, it's Crush 40. Crush 40 makes good shit. Like, I'm sorry. Night of the Wind. I'm going to listen to that shit when I'm in the gym tomorrow, bro. God. Yeah, Sonic songs usually slap. Unless it was fist bumped. I felt that was very corny. That was very corny. That was very forced. One last fist bump. Or something like that. No, my girl hasn't responded, Flame. I was waiting for it. Neo, when are you going to play Frontiers? I do want to play Frontiers at some point. When I see it for like $15 or when it's on the Game Pass, I'll play it. Because Game Pass. Got it on my PC and my Xbox. Yeah, Sonic will always have banger music. I do want to go back and replay Generations just because I keep seeing it pop up on Twitter. And I'm like, I want to play it again. Oh, well, another 5 minutes. No, another 3 minutes. We said 9:05, Daniel Pack. And we're not at 80 likes yet. We are not at 80 likes yet. So Daniel Pack is gonna come after y'all. Daniel Pack is gonna come after y'all if you don't. I made a Chilean Steam account to abuse regional pricing. Jesus Christ, you're just admitting that so openly on the stream. We probably got someone who's an op in here who's gonna be like, oh wait, what's your account name? What studios? Pie Studios? All right, yeah. I was just like, yeah. Frontiers for $18. $18? I'd buy it for $18. But I heard it's kind of repetitive. Like, not all of the islands or the zones or whatever are unique. Like someone said, there's like a lot of repetition. Your hair is looking good. Oh, thank you, King Tai Chi. I appreciate that. Thank you. You guys are so nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Pack finna be like John Wick if we don't get to 80 likes. That's a fact. That is a fact. So we're at 72. He gonna delete them save files. That's the thing for the stream. Neil's gonna delete save files. You better watch out. Yeah. I think that Sonic Frontiers is going to be a good step in the right direction. Like, if they just keep with the formula and they refine it and they make a better game, this is all Sonic needs instead of switching it up like every other year. I don't want the stream to end, so I'm not liking it. Well, if you don't like it, the stream's going to end in 2 minutes. But I don't think my girl's going to respond. She's with her family right now, so, you know. BBC Sonic. Oh, Jesus. Those are some guide tier videos right there. Yeah, Sonic definitely has a lot of bad games in the franchise. A lot of them from the past 20 years. But there's some good stuff sprinkled in there. You know, of course, the classic games. You know, every now and then you get something decent, like a side title, a spin-off game. Duolingo is a good app. Your girl probably played the voice message right next to her family, and they're questioning us right now. I'd be like, yeah. Exactly. That's my peoples. I fucks with them. These are my people. These are my boys. These are my boys. Well, most of them. Most of them except Bond. I don't know about Bond. No, you know what the thing is with this dude Bond? Every time I try to hang out with this dude Bond, man, I'd be like, yo, Bond, we going to Six Flags. We got the whole crew assembled. Bond is like, all right, bet. So the day of Six Flags come, I'd be like, yo, Bond, we about to be there at like noon. This man goes radio silent until like 11:59. This dude was like, oh, I forgot. I had a family cookout today. Can't go. Sorry, clown. And I was like, all right, Bond. Okay, Bond. Whatever you say. Beat that game like 100 times in my childhood. Yeah, you know what the funny thing is? You guys ever have a game when you were a kid and you felt like that game was 40 hours long and it ended up being like 3 hours long? Like, that was me with, what was that game? Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on the PS2. Bro, I felt like that game went on for like 20 hours as a kid. And then I remembered, oh, it's because I could only play the game like once every couple of months. Because my mom always took the PS2 away. And then I remember there was like one weekend where I was like, yeah, I'm going to beat this game. And I remember I finished it in like one sitting. I was like, oh, that was it? That was it? Oh, definitely. We definitely doing a Six Flags trip this summer, Jason. Best believe, my brother. My friend would lose his mind if he heard you say that he's obsessed with Sonic. Hey, listen, man. If they love Sonic, if they like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Mega Man Legends 3. One day, friends. Bro, the Crunchyroll app on my soundbar is so busted. You have apps on your soundbar? Soundbars have apps now? That's crazy. Me playing Kingdom Hearts 2 because I had auto limit on as well as fighting Demix. The hardest Kingdom Hearts 2 boss, like not counting the secret bosses and shit or optional bosses, what was the hardest Kingdom Hearts 2 boss for y'all? For me, I'm gonna say the same thing as Corey Gryffindor. I fucking couldn't stand Demix. Like the second time you fought him, that shit was so annoying because you had to do. That shit was annoying. And then you figure it out, and it's like, oh, okay. So Demix was annoying. I'm trying to remember. Zaldin was fucking annoying. I couldn't stand that dude. Roxas was hard? I don't think that Roxas was hard. I'd say Demix and Zaldin were annoying. Sykes was pretty easy. Luke Sword was easy. Yeah, really? The Roxas boss fight was really hard for y'all? I thought that was pretty simple. Like, I mean, yeah, like you can't cheese it, but you know. Zaldin was annoying, bro. Dance, water dance guy. That's Demix. That's fucking Demix. Well, I was talking about, like, not the optional bosses and stuff. I'm talking about, like, the main bosses in the story. There's sound bars with Roku in it? Jesus. Yo, I definitely want to get... I want to go to Disneyland and build a lightsaber. I don't care how much that shit costs. Kingdom Hearts 1, the most annoying boss to me. Well, obviously, Sephiroth. Sephiroth, because the length of that man's sword. Oh my god. That shit. Kurt Ziza was annoying to an extent. Other than that, I would say the final boss segment in Kingdom Hearts 1, because you know that shit is like 5 segments long. It was annoying because you had to fight when you fly. I hate that in Kingdom Hearts. I can't stand fighting when you're flying because you don't have combos. You don't have your string and all that shit that you can do. So that was irritating. And if you died on one of those bosses, it sent you back to the beginning. Neo likes Sephiroth's sword if you catch my drift. Hey, man, listen. Fuck Jedi Survivor. Make a game where you're a Sith apprentice looking to prove yourself to your master, with your master being the final boss. Well, see, Bond, that requires Disney, Lucasfilm, all those people to want to tell compelling stories that go against the norm. And, yeah, we aren't going to get that. Strange why Kingdom Hearts is not on Steam yet. Yeah, they still got to deal with Epic. They still have that deal. But the second they put that shit on Steam and they make that shit deck verified or playable, oh, the dream, baby. The dream. Riku Ansem on expert mode. Are we talking about Kingdom Hearts? We're talking about Kingdom Hearts 1? Yeah, I was stuck on that for a while. But once you get, like, honestly, the most, what the fuck was the most annoying part about him? When he does the whole open heart to darkness thing, that shit. He just goes, ha, 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 it's over. And then literally, like, the second he does that and then he hits you right afterwards, I'm like, Riku! I think where I stopped on my Kingdom Hearts 1 playthrough on the Xbox was the Maleficent fight. And then it was one of those situations where I remember because I died one time. And I was just like, I don't want to deal with this now. And then I was just like, wait, I could cheese it. Because, you know, there is the way I forgot exactly how it was, but there was a way that you could cheese that fight where you don't take that much damage. Did someone mention the door to darkness? Yes. Sephiroth was hitting some impossible combos for real because of frames. Yo, he was, bro. That man really was, bro. I literally have no idea what's being said here because I don't play Kingdom Hearts. Oh, look at you. You're using a Black Bond reference. Look at this guy. You think you're all that and a bag of chips, Flame. And a bag of chips. And a bag of chips. Yeah. I will say it's like Kingdom Hearts 1, the combat has not aged the greatest. It's very rough at times. But when you get to that Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 2, baby. Like, part of me just wants to go back and replay Chain of Memories because I haven't played it since it was on the PS3. And on the PS3, I think I only got to like the third world. I want to replay it, but at the same time, I don't want to do the card-based system. Because if I'm going to play Midnight Suns, I'd rather that be my card-based game than do Chain of Memories, you know? But I have a feeling with Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, if you suck at that game, you just suck in general, bro. Like, some of that shit in that game, you can avoid easily. But if you just don't know how to build a deck, you are fucked, bro. This 5 minutes is longer than fucking Namek. Bond, I'm trying to do you a solid. I'm trying to help you out, bro. I might just shut off the stream right now. No goodbyes, because this nigga Bond, bro. I'm trying to help him out. I'm giving y'all some extra entertainment. We are going like almost a full hour. And we are at 75 likes. Oh, man. Nah, but it's 9:17 now. So, you know, I'm hungry. Fuck this dude, Black Bond. Trifling ass. If you suck at the game, you suck in general. That is so true. My sandwich is almost done. Wrap it up. What are you having? What kind of sandwich you having, bro? I gotta figure out. I was gonna get Mexican food. Maybe I could still get Mexican food. Damn, that bitch is talking about an hour? Oh, no, it said 25 to 40 minutes. I'm not gonna be that lazy. Oh, I should have ordered this before the stream so it'll be here. Nah, I'll be alright. A legendary sandwich, duh. Well, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. You know, they're actually finally opening up a Chick-fil-A in my county. 2, supposedly. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the stream now, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself some food. I don't know what's on the menu tonight, but I'm gonna have something. Thank you guys so much for coming through to the stream. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you guys so much for all the likes, for all the super chats, and just blessing me, y'all. Blessing me with your presence. It's always a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. But before we go, y'all already know what's coming. We gotta have ourselves a hydration check. Now, for those who don't know, a hydration check is how we wrap up the Ask Neo streams. It's how we cap off the night, where we go ahead and we get our hydration on. Because hydrating yourself is very important. It's good for your hair. It's good for your skin. It's good for your nails. It's good for your body. And if you're like some of the alcoholics in the chat, you need more water than you do vodka and tequila. That is not Sunny D. It is not Sunny D, Bond. We're trying to watch our sugar intake. We're not 19 anymore, bro. You know this, man. You know this. We can't be doing that shit, Bond. All that sugar content, bro. Shit is crazy. Bond, when was the last time you chugged Sunny D? Let's be real about life for a second, because as everybody knows with Bond, if it ain't D, it ain't for me. His words, not mine. Anyways, so grab your... Demix said it best. Water. Hey, that's a bar right there. That's a fucking bar right there. That is a fact. That is a fact. He said, dance, water, dance. I had water earlier. Well, you gotta have water now, Bella. I retired Sunny D. No, you don't. No. You gotta go unretire that shit. You gotta bring it back. Like they're doing with the Legacy sequels, Bond. We need you to return. Like fucking Harrison Ford in Star Wars. All right, you ain't got to call him out like that. I'm not calling him out. Like, he said it. He said, if it ain't the D, it ain't for me. Like, these are his words. This is from the Book of Bond, page 69. Like, come on now. Anyways, yeah, grab your favorite H2O beverage of choice, and on the count of 3, we're going to hydrate in this bitch. 1, 2, 3, hydration. If I may remind y'all, make sure you don't chug seltzer. Not the best thing. You're going to be feeling that shit. Okay, I traded in the vodka for moonshine. Jesus Christ, David Big Lad. I guess it's about the baby steps, somewhat. Yeah, the Book of Bond. Yeah, that's the Book of Bond, Dax. It's the Book of Bond right there. But yeah, you guys, again, thank y'all so much for coming through this stream. Thank y'all for the support. If you haven't already, give your boy a follow on Twitter, twitter.com/NeoGameSpark. And yeah, get some gaming in, eat a lot of good food, have a lot of great sex. If you see someone in your life by the name of Black Bond, turn the other way. He brings nothing but misery into your life, but at the same time, he's kind of cool about, like, Bond is like a 43-degree weather day. You don't know if you should dress for if it's really cold, or if you don't know if you should wear a sweater. It's like one of those days that you just have to have. That's Black Bond. Anyways, from me to you for now, like always, my name is NGS, signing out. Like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.